What's going on, everybody? Welcome back to another episode of Live STREAMAROONOOS. Yes, mate. And we've got a guest today. He is the bounty of Dun. Please welcome Rob from ROBAFETT'S Bounty.
I am Rob Zero.
Okay. How are you doing, man?
I'm doing well. Yourself?
Yeah, doing good, man.
Thanks for having me.
Got a bit of a cold, but you know, don't send your sympathy letters too quick. It's fine. I'm all right. I'm good.
So what you need is subscriber mails to cheer you up.
Look, no one has to send me anything. It's unnecessary.
I'll send you. I've got something on the way to you very soon. It's big, spiky, and green potentially, and may take batteries.
It's not a dragon dildo. that would be very bad. Right, we've got a bunch of people jumping in. Let's say hello. Gears of War Figures and Custom says whoop whoop. Yes, sir. Yes,
I've got a thank for him. I've got a message for him. I will send you this because your customs are amazing. I've got a Gears steel book. Draco's coming to you, okay? Great customs, mate. Sorry.
No, already giving away stuff, man. It's awesome. You're too kind to our community, Rob. You are.
They make us.
We have Jordan from Movie Worm. Hello, Jordan.
Legend.
Welcome to the stream. Well, thanks for jumping in. We have Jake Blower from Jake Talks Movies. Thanks for dropping in again, man. We're getting all the people in today.
Appreciate it. They'll join us.
Thanks for joining us, everybody. It means a lot. We have my boy Fraser, also known as Ramhammer. Apparently, the intro scared the fuck out of him, the piss out of him.
Oh.
You're welcome. You're welcome, sir.
You're welcome.
I tried to do my bit to put the fear in people. I do that by just being normal for some reason.
I've got the pickle on today. Look, can you see the pickle? Pickle Rick.
We also have Philip Baker in today. Thanks for joining the stream, my friend. We have the quiz man himself. We have James Millership in.
Absolute legend.
He is. He's the quiz master.
I think I won the quiz, to be honest. I don't know what happened
there. Jake is throwing out your catchphrase, Rob.
Dun. Dun.
It's not gonna leave, is it? It's gonna be.
I think what I'm gonna do is get everyone to send me a video of them going to Dun, and I'll make one of my intro videos just that for like 50 seconds of people going to Dun.
See, I like my way. I do it trailer man voice. Dun. I like my way.
Can you do it Schwarzenegger style though?
Dun. No, not really. It's really hard. I can't. Oh, see, people have already jumping in to what we were going to talk about to begin with. I'm just going to say more hellos. The Dark Mad one, hello. Thanks for jumping in. Really appreciate it. See it right. So, more people. Keeping it tuned, also known as my friend Jason from up the road. Thanks, Jason, for dropping in. Really appreciate it. Did you know, Frog? He asks us, did we know that frogs do silent farts? Well, I do now. Thanks for that information.
I'm going to test that theory out. I'm going to find some.
You're going to get your own little frog and just have a YouTube video.
Just sniff him. Saying that, I think someone sent me a frog. Hold on. Oh, I've got a little frog here.
What's that frog?
I think it's from. Is he Genghis from Turtles? Genghis frog or Napoleon? It's one of the punk frogs.
Oh, I don't know.
His eyes, crazy.
Looking into my soul, man, it's kind of scary.
He is.
Right, so Jordan asks what we were going to talk about, which is the Suicide Squad trailer. Have we seen it? We have. I believe you have, Rob.
I have.
All I'm going to say, it's got a giant Patrick Star monster. I'm in. That's it. I'm in.
My only downside to the trailer is King Shark. I think they're making him maybe a little bit stupid, a comedy relief character, but we'll see. I think it looks. I'm a big fan of John Cena from Blockers. Blockers. He's very, very funny in there, and he's funny in Bumblebee. I think he's going to be good in it. The cast are great. Great director. I think if we can get DC, it's going in the right direction again. Hopefully.
Has it been directed by James Gunn, or is it being produced by him?
I think it's directed.
because it is called James. Because I think if it's directed by him, I think it's going to be a fast. Hopefully, it's going to be a far superior to the first film. Because I didn't like the Suicide Squad at all.
Well, I think it could be maybe a darker version of Guardians, because DC is a little bit darker, as we know,
Yeah, that makes sense.
and dick jokes.
Yeah, lots of dick jokes. I noticed. They mentioned a bag of dicks,
Which I used a few weeks ago, so I need to be on DC's HBO Max's site and for copyright there.
Get your lawyers out to them, man. You might be in some big money for that, for stealing your ideas.
I reckon so. You got me done for Mortal Kombat for the trailer review. Bag of dicks was mine.
Yeah, you've probably made them a lot of money for that bag of dicks jokes. It's probably what driving people to see the film, to be honest.
Might do some shirts, to be honest. Print some shirts, or make a small bag, because they do them in Poundland there, don't they? They do them in Poundland. So if I can get 10, I can do a bag of dicks for like 20 quid, £10 profit.
Just get the Suicide Squad logo on there. It's proper merchandise, isn't it? Right. All right. We're so behind on the comments already, man. So
let's get them in.
Jake says, Pickle
Rick.
See, I have no context for that because I don't watch the show. Sorry.
Just watch that one episode of Pickle Rick, and if you don't, he just laughs. He's just laying there. I'm a pickle, Morty. It's funny. Watch it.
We have Bam the Collector. Welcome to the stream. Thanks for jumping in, my friend.
Absolute legend. I got a fantastic subscriber mail from him. I'll be doing a video tomorrow.
Jake has also given us some fun facts this evening. Bulldogs have Jesus on their ass. Apparently, I'm not googling it. I'm not giving you the satisfaction of googling it.
Googling dogs' arseholes.
I'll take your word for it, man. I'll take your word for it.
This is Coke, by the way.
Is it really?
Yes.
Okay. You have work tomorrow, right? Or no, it's a Saturday.
No, I'm back on Monday. If I don't fall off anything else.
Yeah, it's horrible. You're right though. Is your knee better in that?
I'm a bit bruised. Yeah, the concrete floor broke my fall. If I'd had a forward roll, I'd be all right.
Why did I even bother asking? Fucking hell. It's like that scene from Twins, Arnold Schwarzenegger. It's just like he turns around and knocks a guy to the floor. It's like, what are you doing, man? I did nothing. The pavement was his enemy. It's literally that clip.
If only he was there.
Jake, sorry, I'm missing people. I need to get used to trying to catch up on people because it gets derailed so quickly. Euphoria Pictures, hello sir, thank you for jumping in the stream, really appreciate it. I'm doing all right.
Getting the glare off these.
I'm doing all right. I've got a bit of a cold, but I'm doing all right. It's glad to be on. It's good. It's good to have Rob with me. Yeah, last week was nerve-wracking experience being on my own, but it was a lot of fun. So yeah, thanks for jumping in, man. Appreciate it. Jake also has told us, also Google 1992 space movie. Thank me later. I'll put that in my must-to-do list.
To-do list.
Yeah. We also have David Romero. Hello, sir. Thanks for jumping in the stream. Really appreciate it.
Are you a relative of George A. Romero, potentially?
He could be. He could be a relative.
I love your dad's films. I'm putting them on. I can't see fuck all.
Neither can I, but I hate the glare that I get on glasses. Bad McCollector says, is the king shark the same? Is he referring
as
to
other king sharks?
Suicide? Is he referring to...
There was a constant... This is where, obviously, the woke nation... There was a Suicide Squad... No, sorry, an animated Constantine film. And you've got him at the bar, and you've got King Shark there. And he says, I can't go to the bar, my ex is there. And he turns around, his ex is King Shark. And it's a really strange scene. But yeah, I think it's a strange there. The same King Shark from the comics, hopefully.
I have no like familiarity with that character at all. So
he's a king of the sharks.
Yeah, I gathered that. I gathered that piece of information. Right. Jake says, Jason, did you want to stream instead of a collab? I'm up for that, man. Whatever you think's easier and a bit more kind of fun, That sounds good to me, my friend. Give me a date, whenever, what we're talking about. All good. I'm up for a stream, man. It's all
And has
fun.
everyone seen his horror collab? It's fantastic. Although I'm going to say that because I'm in it. It is amazing.
Yeah, I enjoyed that. That was really fun to put together.
Good fun.
So yeah, thanks for being a part of that, Rob. Really appreciate it.
That's right.
It was good. It was good fun.
And Mutual Hate for Elm Street.
Oh mate, don't start. Our video says enough. We don't have to go into it now. Right, so we've had okay, Bam's asking a similar question, but is King Shark the same character in the Flash TV series? I don't
Yes.
know. Okay, cool.
He's good in that. If you ever see that, he's amazing. I like the way we've got a lack of Godzilla questions so far. So it must be frustrating you.
I spoke about Godzilla on length last week, and also I've got a bunch of videos on my channel. One video in particular that's like 23 minutes long, just me talking about the first Godzilla film. So I think I'm doing all right. I'm doing all right. James Mothership asks you, Rob, how did you manage to get 2 copies of Wonder Woman 84?
I bought one at the customer service desk, and they gave me 2.
That's a win.
I went out, the alarm went off, handed them back. They gave me another one, and then I walked out with 2. So I was happy days. It cost me nothing.
Nice one.
My local Asda, eh?
Not seen that film yet. I wasn't exactly hyped for it. I love the original film, but I've kind of fell. It's funny because I kind of fell out with DC, and then the Justice League Snyder Cut kind of maybe got me back on board. So I want to rewatch all the films again. So I will get to that eventually.
I think there's a lot of people that are saying about the length of Snyder Cut, but Wonder Woman is a long film. I'm sure it's pushing 2.5 hours. I could be wrong. It might just feel that long. It's very good, but it's still a very, very long film.
Cool. I've heard very mixed opinions on it, so I'm gonna go in it a bit cautiously. But the only person that will know if they like it is me. So there you go.
Yeah, definitely. So the one that matters.
The Dark Mad one says, "I love the first Suicide Squad film, even though Deadshot was wearing the infrared thingy on the wrong side." Was he? I didn't realize.
Yeah.
I'm excited for the second one. Have you guys seen Birds of Prey? I haven't seen Birds of Prey. But I might be being a bit unfair. I haven't seen Birds of Prey because I've heard it's a piece of shit, basically.
It's a Harley Quinn film to the last, say, 5 minutes, where it becomes a Bird of Prey. It's all right. It's a filler movie. It's up there for me with like Captain Marvel. I'm not a big fan of that.
Oh yeah, I really didn't like that Captain Marvel film.
So you won't like Birds of Prey.
James Mothership asks, any giveaways tonight? You find gentlemen, wink wink. I mean,
there's stuff. I'm looking around. I've not prepared, but there will be stuff. There will be stuff on this, not this video, but on future videos on this channel. There will be giveaways. I've not really come up with. There is stuff, but yeah, bear with me.
I mean, I put a bunch of Blu-rays that I wanted to sell on the Big Paulie group. I suppose I could maybe give away some of those instead, because no one's really. I've sold maybe 3 of them. No one's really kind of jumped on it, so maybe I can give away some of those if anyone's interested in what I posted.
What I'll do on a few of our streams, I'm going to make like small, not massive, like before, small bounty boxes, and what we'll do, we'll have 50 people or how many people on the stream. And we'll literally just choose a number, and that person will get sent a box of goodies from stuff from the 80s, 90s, stuff that's on my channel kind of thing. That's going to happen in the future.
Cool stuff, man. Leon talks
film. So I've got this random box here of Terminator. There's loads of them in there. Terminator cards. I don't know if you can see these. I've got boxes of them. So
are they old?
I don't know. I think it's like a card game. I don't know what it is. Look.
Interesting.
Collectible card game. I don't know if it's got like We'll see. So they'll be given away at some point or included into the boxes.
Anyway, Leon talks film. Leon, thanks for jumping in, my friend. I really appreciate it. Leon's
Thank you.
a great. A lot of these channels, man. Like, a lot of these channels, like Jordan from Movie Worm. A lot of these channels that I've jumped on, Jake Talks Movies. They're all great channels. And Leon's also a great channel. So everyone subscribe to all these guys, man. They're fucking awesome. Rob, subscribe to ROBAFETT'S Bounty.
Please.
This guy.
Everyone seemed to have got together, haven't they? Everyone seemed to kind of, the last few months, the whole YouTube or Blue Chip community is just bonded. It's fantastic.
Yeah, it's great. Like, it's so strange where, like, you know, to get where I am with my channel in such a short amount of time baffles me. But everyone's out there to support everyone. It's wonderful.
100%.
It's like, you know, you get all these massive channels, like these million+ channels, that you get all these videos about, like the strategies and the tactics of how to make a massive channel. If you've got to use strategies to make your channel grow, then you're doing it wrong, I think. You know, you should just do it because you love to do it. You shouldn't be trying to crunch numbers and I got
do it so you love
4 million. No, you know.
If you love your content, do it. You know, I often do many retakes. I should do retakes in my video because I unbox my things and just laugh because they're so ridiculous sometimes, and it's just hilarious.
I love it. I love it. I think it was a Digimon sticker.
Yeah.
You were like doing it. It was like a 10-minute video. You were like, "I've got to stop it, man. I'm getting bored." Like,
I've been sent. I'm gonna send them your way actually because I don't think I'm ever gonna do them. I've got a Marvel one that I've been sent. A Marvel, a W one I did. I've got a Raya Dragon thing, and a Fortnite one.
Do people think you're the sticker album guy?
I am. But the problem is, even as a child, trying to stick the stickers in the squares to line them up is ridiculous. Especially when you've got a double one. I can't do it.
I'm awful at lining shit up. Like, I've got a wall of posters in frames, and none of them are fucking straight. Like, none of them are straight.
Destroy me.
Oh, it's funny. Where was I going? So yeah, Leon says, "How's everyone doing this evening?" Yeah, we're good, man. Thanks for jumping in.
Yeah,
it's been good. It's good to see so many people jumping in today. It makes me feel good anyway. It's a good way to end the week, really.
Definitely, long week. The build up to the big one next week.
Congratulations, Jake, man. That's awesome. 143 STREAMAROONOOS.
Good guy.
Good stuff. This is going to be an interesting question from Jordan Movie Worm. Favorite Mortal Kombat character?
Do you want to go first?
I've got one that's like, I don't think many people mention. Well, when I do play the older Mortal Kombat games, he's my main, which is Baraka. I've always liked Baraka for some reason. I just think he looks cool. I could go the easy. I could go the easy route and say Scorpion, but I'm gonna go with Baraka, I think.
It's Shao Kahn for me. Just for the don't make me laugh.
My favorite quote for Shao Kahn is from the awful Annihilation movie. It's just like, he tells his the Elder God, "Earth realm is under attack, and it is glorious." I love it. It's so bad, but
hasn't he got the cheese line like, "The world was created in 7 days, so shall it be destroyed."
Yeah. Oh, that film.
Cheesy goodness.
Oh, that film's so bad though. If you watch it as a comedy, it's brilliant. But if you watch,
I've seen it in the cinema when it come out, and the CGI was rubbish. I think they spoilers. They killed Johnny Cage off in the first 5 seconds of the film.
That film. I'm so behind on these comments. It's unreal.
Right, let's keep going.
Badosh, are you looking forward to Possessor? You know what? That film really, really intrigues me, and it's currently on sale on Amazon for $7.99. The Blu-ray. I almost bought it, but I don't really have the funds right now, so I didn't. But
it's got a nice box. It's got a really, really nice freaky kind of box in it.
The concept sounds incredible, and it's directed by David Cronenberg's son, Brandon Cronenberg.
Cool.
And it's meant to be a proper, apparently it's meant to be graphic as all hell. It's meant to be really violent. And I've seen the first 5 minutes, and it's brutal. I'm like, I need to see this at some point because it looks really good. Like for a demented sci-fi film, it looks really interesting. But yeah, I am looking forward to it when I eventually get around to it. Is a different matter, to be honest. But yeah,
I'll give it a view as well.
Gears of War Figures and Custom says, "I'm already in stitches, and it's not even 10 minutes." Well, I'm glad we can make people laugh and smile on a Friday evening. I mean, the weekend is coming up. That means nothing to me because I'm unemployed at the moment. But I understand when people go to work all the week, and the weekend is the bright side of life right now.
Is it?
Is it? I don't know.
Yeah, definitely. I finish work half hour before the stream, and it's a 45-minute drive home. So
Oh, no.
cue the speeding fines. In the last 6 months, I've got 6 points on my license. I've had a clean license for 15 years. Shocking.
Why? Why would you allow yourself to get
It's
so
not my
many
fault. I'll talk about it another time. Let's get through these questions. Let's talk about films.
Anyway, Gears of War Figures and Customs says, looking forward to seeing the horror club, mate. It's already on my channel. Yeah. Go and watch it when you can. It's up, man. It's
watch it after this. Not now. Yeah. Don't go.
Don't leave, please.
Or if you've got multiple screens, maybe watch it to the left. It's good. It's fantastic. ROBAFETT'S Bounty, I think, is the best part. It's all fantastic.
I like the Jason guy. He's pretty good.
He's all right, yeah. He's all right, I guess.
All right. So here comes the Godzilla question. We have
Here we go.
Bald-headed twats from
there he is.
Jamie
Mr. Child's Play.
Thanks for jumping in the stream, my friend. I really appreciate it. We're doing good. I think you're doing good, Rob. I'm doing good. I'm pretty
it's good, yeah.
Buzz. So yeah, the Godzilla questions begin. Favorite Godzilla movie? I'm gonna let you answer this first, Rob.
Right, mine's a shocking one, and I think you'll hate it. I really like Final Wars. For the fact, obviously they've always said they took the god out of Godzilla. When he took out Zilla, was amazing. But in all honesty, I'm going to say Ghidorah or Mothra. But I do like Final Wars. I like Godzilla. The Godzilla was good in Final Wars.
Yeah, I will agree. The Godzilla Carnage, when he goes around just stomps everyone in that film.
But all the Matrix stuff was a bit weird.
All the kung fu weird shit was awful. Because I remember watching that a year ago for the first time, and I'm in the Godzilla fan group, and I posted, because that's a really big fan favorite in the Godzilla community, and I just posted, watched Final Wars for the first time. Well, that was crap, and people were like, "Oh my god, how could you say that?" But yeah, Final Wars Godzilla is one of my favorite designs. I think it looks awesome in that film.
Looked quite evil, almost cat-like. Was very menacing, wasn't he?
Yeah. But I think the film's a bit crap. Sorry. My favorite is just obvious. It's the original 1954 Godzilla, Gojira. It's a masterpiece. It's a masterpiece in 50s cinema. Anyway, there's a 23-minute video on my channel for my whole thoughts on that, because I could be here for another 4 hours talking about it. Producer, everyone's talking to each other, which is great. It's great to see people just chatting in the comments to each other. That's great. Jake asks, when did the Godzilla obsession start? About 3-4 years ago. I watched Godzilla 2014. I watched Godzilla 2014. Loved it to pieces. Discovered a band, a kind of thrash metal band called Oxygen Destroyer, and their whole gimmick is they sing about Godzilla and kaiju. That kind of idea intrigued me to kind of buy the first Godzilla box set, and then I watched the original Godzilla. Blew my mind for fact that came out in 1954, and it's so as good as it is, it blew my mind. Then I've just been watching them ever since, and it just became crazy love for them, basically.
Well, my very first DVD I ever bought was Godzilla 98, was it? And it came with the plastic DVDs, almost like glass cases. Have you ever seen them?
Oh, I think I've got one like that. Is it kind of?
It was Godzilla and Lethal Weapon 4. My first 2 DVDs I bought.
What was it? A Japanese Godzilla film?
No. This the shitty American remake.
Oh, 98. Yeah, okay.
Yeah, that was the first one I bought. If I've still got it, I'll have to send it to you. It's not the best. It's not the best of films, but the case is good. And the original trailer when the foot went through the museum was cool, wasn't it? It was good.
Ironically, what I love about that film the most is the marketing was great, and the poster.
A year before.
Yeah, and the poster is immense. I've got the poster framed. I haven't got it up yet. But I like one of my favorite movie posters of all time. The film is not a very good Godzilla film, but for a monster movie, I think it does well as a monster film.
Yeah.
It's not a good Godzilla film though. I would say that. My boy Fraser, he says, Wonder Woman 84. I pulled that garbage out. I pulled that out of the garbage, reheated it, and tucked it into the biggest waste of time ever. 3 out of 10. Bin fodder.
Oh.
Okay, that's very harsh words for that film.
I guess people save money as well because if they've streamed it or watched it from HBO Max, you've not had disappointment seeing on a big screen if you didn't like it.
Yeah, and I can imagine all these films that are going to streaming services have been pirated to fuck though, because
I'm happy to watch them. Go on. So as soon as they've got up, they're people on the case downloading.
Yeah, really bad. Like I'm surprised they haven't lost money. To be honest, these studios just going straight to streaming. Gears of War figures and customs loves Birds of Prey. That's cool, man. I've not seen it, so I can't really say an opinion. It's cool. See, I've always said there's not really a wrong answer with what you like and don't like.
No. So I like Street Fighter and Mario Brothers.
So do I. Street Fighter is great. And Mario Brothers is just a crazy mess that's entertaining.
Yeah.
James Millership, do you like the song Never Ending Story? Maybe you could do a duet. I don't know that song. I think I do, but I wouldn't sing it.
Yeah.
Yeah, let's not go there, please.
that film is one of the only films that still makes me cry.
I love that film. That's one of my childhood favourites. That film.
Never remake it, please.
We won't talk about the sequels though. Oh god.
No.
Fun fact though, the author of Neverending Story hates the original movie. He hates it apparently.
Oh really? They done a cartoon series as well.
I didn't know about the cartoon. But,
good.
The author of Neverending Story, of the book, he hated because the whole story is technically in film form would be 1 and 2 would be the whole story that what the book takes. But yeah, I love that original film. The sequel
wasn't Jack Black in one of the Nazis in number 2 or 3? Was he the back 3?
He's like
and the singing rock bite on the bike. Shit.
Oh, so cringe. So bad. Leon says, Jason, I'd say Birds of Prey is worth a watch. I'm not a huge fan of DC films, but I think Birds of Prey is pretty great. The action was shot by the same direction as the John Wick films. This is interesting.
It's a popcorn film. It's got some good bits. Ewan McGregor's pretty good in it. It's watchable. And to be honest, it's been out some time now. You probably get it under a tenner on Blu-ray.
I'm lucky if I can find a tenner to spend on the Blu-ray right now. My brain's like, I'm trying to fucking.
Too many questions.
Jordan from Movie Worm says live streams are great, mate. Lots to jump into on YouTube these days. Yeah, man. Like everyone there's so many channels that are doing live streams, especially in our circle of friends and family, YouTube family, I'd say. It's always great to see everyone kind of just like converse onto live streams and have a chat with everyone. It's fun,
and you get to see if people are fake or not, didn't you? You see my videos, I see your videos. Everyone sees everyone else's videos, and that's it. You get to talk to people, and it's just good fun. I've met you through YouTube, and you're one of my closest friends.
Yeah, man. It's all good, man. It's cool.
That's sad, isn't it?
I tell you what, though, it's funny because like you're talking about live streams. Because I remember bringing the idea of me doing this to the community and asking, is it worth it? Because there's so many. I didn't want to tread on people's toes because there were so many other channels that I love doing it. Maybe I didn't want to get in the way of them doing it, if that made sense. But everyone was like, just do it, man. I was like, okay, cool. So I just jumped on. And Friday,
I'm already there.
I don't know. Is he talking about live stream? If I'm going to figure out how to sort one out.
I think I'm like a second behind your videos. So I don't know. Comments on.
Bloody awful with. I'm guessing, Leon, are you talking about how to do a live stream? We're using StreamYard and it's free and it's pretty much does everything for you. It's quite super streamlined and simple. So I'd recommend StreamYard. There is
I think
paid
if you haven't got
options.
StreamYard, you need 1,000 subs to do live streams, don't you?
Yeah, and from what I've heard as well, from other channels, other bigger channels that I watch that do movie stuff. I watch a guy called Mr. H Reviews, really good
Okay.
channel, and he says apparently now, obviously he can live stream because he's got like 250,000 subscribers, but he says that that YouTube is starting to like kind of block certain encoders. So if he's using
Right.
OBS, they're blocking his OBS encoder, which OBS is the one everyone tends to be using these days. But I could be asked to learn it. So when you were like, oh yeah, StreamYard, it's really easy. I was like, cool. And it's like super easy. So,
It just sounds so complicated. You know, I was like petrified. Like, how do I do this? What? Through my phone? What?
Philip Baker asks, Jason, do you own the Godzilla 2014 Blu-ray Steelbook from USA with embroidered tail back and front? It also growls. No, that sounds amazing.
Sounds
I want it
amazing.
already.
It does sound
I
so
want it.
good.
The thing is, I don't have any Godzilla Steelbooks because I have looked for them, and the only ones that are basically affordable are the 3D ones. I don't want the 3D ones because I don't care about 3D.
Did
I
you hear
want
that,
just
guys? Let's search for these films for him this way. Let's find him some steelbooks. I want to go on a mission. Let's do this. Let's get him at least one Godzilla steelbook. He deserves it, man.
I can imagine it'd be like, oh, Godzilla 98, here you go. Can
No
you
Jeep,
imagine?
no Jeep, no Jeep.
I mean, I've got the Godzilla. I don't hate Godzilla 98. I just don't think it's a very good Godzilla film. The character is just completely raped in that film. Well, I'm going to be shut down now. I said the R word. Oh no!
Dun 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 dun.
Ban the Collector says the smaller community of YouTubers are better. Yeah, I think it's a case of just like everyone's in the
Less
same boat.
ads.
There's no ads for one.
No,
So like,
brilliant.
because I feel once you get to a certain level, you know, these big YouTubers, they can admit it or they can deny it or admit it, whatever. But once you get to the point where you're earning good, you can make a living on here, it becomes a business, right? That's a fact. It becomes a
I heard
business.
when
And
you
that's how
go
they make a
over,
living.
I've read after you go over 9,000, your hair goes blonde.
Kind of like this guy. Kind of like him.
Yeah. If you go slightly over 9,000, that's it. Your scatter breaks, and that's it.
Yeah. And you scream Kakarot. Kakarot!
Yeah.
Oh, God. I love Dragon Ball. I love it so much. Leon also says, I completely agree with what you said, Jason. The point of YouTube should be to have fun and create stuff that's important to you instead of just gaining the algorithm for extra views. That being said, everyone in the chat, hit that like button for the YouTube algorithm.
You'll never beat it. Will you never beat it? So just do what you love. I had a video that
man.
I put so much time in. I got 25 views. But I don't care. I love the video.
I love it when like you put a video up because I used to do a before I became the Jason Brett channel talking about movies. I used to do a music review channel. So I used to buy vinyl records and review the album and review it and stuff.
Cool.
And I used to get comments where I'd say I review like, I don't know, Iron Maiden, one of the Iron Maiden records. So I put a lot of effort into listening to the album, writing my notes down, doing it because I used to script those videos. So I used to script it and talk about it. And then you put all that effort into a video, which was cool. But then I used to hate the fact that you put all the effort in the video and then someone goes, yeah, but what about this video? And just like, I've just put loads of effort into this video and you're telling me you want another video.
Yeah.
That's all I got to say. For people like that, because you get people like that. They're like, oh yeah, but yeah, this is cool, but could you do this instead? No. I'm going to talk about Godzilla all the time.
Should do. So my wife, I said, hates YouTube, hates my channel. But when I put a video up, I'll sit there and watch my video, and she's saying, "Oh, what the fuck are you doing?" Because she hates YouTube. But I'll love it. I love creating stuff that no one watches. It's brilliant.
Leon also says, really happy to see how great your channel has been growing recently. It just goes to show that hard work pays off. I mean,
100%.
I hope so. I think that the main thing for me is that my channel, it really helps my mental health. It lets me kind of just like express myself to anyone that wants to watch, and I get to talk about Godzilla whenever I like. I don't care if it's all
Your
good.
confidence seems to have, your confidence boost has kind of skyrocketed. Like when we done the Critters collaboration, that's where we first kind of met. And ever since then, boom, your channel's got fantastic. Your intros are getting brilliant. Voiceovers are excellent. Yeah, it's just spot
on. The intro to our horrors remake video, I had my friend Fraser, who's in the chat, Ramhammer. He's in our little social family bubble because he lives on his own at the moment. So he's come round.
Okay.
I was like, look, I want to do this intro where I say I'm talking about horror remakes. And I want everyone to boo, but I want you. I've got a bag of rubbish. I want you to throw rubbish at me. And when I say I'm entitled to my opinion, just go, you suck, and then just throw that last bit on my head. And I think they're just stupid. Like, I love making silly shit like that. It just makes me laugh.
Little skits are good. It's good fun. It's originality. I love it.
I remember one of my when I started doing on camera stuff with this channel, I did this whole skit where I was like, I found 3D glasses in the Nightmare on Elm Street box set that I got. I was like, holy shit, it's got 3D glasses. I put them on. And I made this skit where I go blue, red, but the screen goes red and blue. And I thought it was hilarious. I brought my brother in. I was like, Daryl, come in here. He's like, what? I was like, look at this. Isn't this hilarious? He looked at it. He looked at me. He's like, "You're an idiot." I walked out. I was like, "Yes, that's the reaction
it works.
I want." Oh, it's great. Oh, it's so. I swear, I can see where people like Big Paulie and Geordie Paul on their streams, they're just like 3,000 years behind the comments. Bam asks, "Did you find out who sent you the Digimon stickers?"
No. But I was also sent 130 packs of VR Troopers. So if you, it's 5 cards and you build a poster, but it's 135 of that one pack. So, but I love it. It's brilliant. But I guess someone wouldn't put their name to it. But yeah.
Are you running out of space in your house, by the way? Because all the stuff.
I've got a container down the road I've got about 20 tubs of Blu-rays. And you see, I've got action figures and 80s Craigles coming out my ears. Once I convert the loft, I'm going to have a proper 80s night. I've got every console known to man. It's just sitting there. I'm going to have a room. I'll do a tour and invite you all over.
Man cave, man.
And when my Terminator's built in 4 weeks, that's my 4-foot Terminator. That'd be awesome.
That's cool. But when we was on the other stream, Paul's stream, Geordie Paul, and I was like, "Oh, Eagle Boss of shit, fuck them," kind of thing. You were like, "I'm building this, I'm building that. It's great," but like, I didn't mean to like.
No, that's fine. I've heard a lot of negativity towards them.
Yeah. So I just had a really bad experience for trying to get those Batman graphic novels. They didn't send anything for 2 months. I cancelled my payment. I cancelled and got a refund, but yet 6 months after that, he sent me one book. It's like number like 12 out of the lot. I was like, it's so random. But I sold it for 20 quid, so I was all right.
They start off quite good though. They start off like 99p, then you got £12 an issue, which lasts 10,000 years.
Yeah, I haven't the best. I like the thing is their adverts are really enticing because the stuff they show that they're selling looks really good, and then when you get it, in my experience, it isn't as good as the advert shows you, which is a shame.
It's the same. So the Terminator was promised to be 90% die-cast, and it's probably 9%. But if it was 90%, you're not going to be able to move it. It weighs a ton anyway. It's like carrying a big kid around.
Yeah, anyway, back to the comments. Fraser, also known as Ramhammer, he said, favourite Mortal Kombat character is Reptile. He's green, spits acid, and has the best theme song in the 95 movie. Yes, he does. Done by the... I swear she was like an adult industry star turned like techno music star, Tracy Lords. Oh, I've got the cassette with that actual Reptile song on it.
Don't he come out of a statue or kick back into a statue?
Yeah, both. I think the actual Reptile CG monster falls in the statue. The statue comes alive and becomes the humanoid reptile.
Yep, and fights.
Liu Kang beats him and he comes out. And for some reason, the statue bleeds bugs and cockroaches and stuff. That's Oh, I love that film. I love that film. I don't care. Who is it?
So bad it's good.
Love it. Right. James Miller Ship again. He asks, "Is there a video game which you would, I guess you would love to see turned into a movie?" Metal Gear Solid, hands down.
Yeah.
That's what I want. But I want it to be done
Oh,
well.
yeah.
I know that. Go on.
Go on. Talk about the gear. Metal Gear.
Metal Gear.
Machine Cipher.
I know it's been in development hell for a long time. There's meant to be a Metal Gear Solid. There's multiple Metal Gear projects that haven't come off the ground. But the last thing I heard was this Metal Gear Solid movie we're hoping to get has already come out of pre-production and is getting prepped to go into production. And there's a big thing in the fandom where who would play Big Boss? And everyone's like, Gary Oldman would be perfect. I was like, yes. Yeah. Or Gary Oldman or Kurt Russell would be because Snake Plissken, like
Snake Plissken,
exactly like basically the same character but in the Metal Gear universe.
See, I've got two games I'd want to be made into a film, which is a bit late. I would say Dead Space and Lost Planet.
I'm up for that.
Lost Planet as well, like the kaiju, big kaijus. But I think Dead Space is long gone now. You know, we haven't got a fourth game. Yeah. Third one was rubbish. So, but that would make a good. I know a film Pandorum was like Dead Space.
That's an underrated sci-fi movie. That is Pandorum.
Yeah, if it feels like Dead Space.
The thing is, Dead Space was kind of like Alien, The Thing, and Event Horizon smashed together.
Yeah.
That's literally what it was. And yeah, if you've not seen Event Horizon, what a great sci-fi film that is. Go and watch that.
Sam Neill is best.
Yeah, bloody creepy as all hell as well, that film. Your hair has got mega long, has it? I can't see from here. Oh, it's there. I'm sorry, Jamie Powell. I'm making you jealous. I'm sorry. I'm also excited for the new Mortal Kombat movie. My favorite MK character is Princess Katana. Cool. Yeah, that.
I think she's in it. There's a costume in the background of one of the scenes.
Yeah, it's like a fan. One of the fan things. Yeah. Have you seen any of the recent teaser trailers where it kind of teases Natara, the vampire chick?
With the wings.
Yeah. What an odd character to add into the film when they've not even got Johnny Cage.
Well, the thing is, I've read that obviously there is a standalone Cage film maybe, and the opening 10 minutes is supposed to be telling you about the lore, and they are creating a universe. So hopefully it'll be, you know, they're trying to get Ryan Reynolds as Cage, aren't they?
Oh, they really?
So it was Ryan Reynolds and the wrestler The Miz as a contender.
The Miz, though? Why?
Potentially the second film. I'm all up for 50 more combat films every 2 years.
If this one's good, that's all. If it's good, which it looks like it's gonna be good, I'm super hyped for it. Like,
just want a little bit of the theme tune at the beginning, and then I'll be gone. If it's shit, I'm gonna love it.
In that trailer, they have when he goes finish them, and it's like
you can hear it in the background. Dun.
Yeah, it's like slowed down.
Yeah.
I don't know. I think that theme tune is a bit too 90s for this new film.
But it's Mortal Kombat. Even some of the games had that theme tune in.
Yeah. Hell, like the fact that Kano was Australian in the 95 film, he became in lore he became Australian in the game. And
people were saying that he's a good guy, but in the games he was on the human sides until he kind of betrays them. Yeah, he wasn't. He's from Earthrealm, so we know he's going to turn because in the trailer you see Kung Lao defect a blade, a beam.
Yeah. Kano wins. You fucking beauty.
Yeah. I love you fucking beauty.
I love it. It's so good. That was an awful Australian accent, by the way. So I do apologise for any Australian people watching this. Leon says, Jason, check your messages on Instagram shortly. They may have been possessed. Interesting. Okay.
Oh.
I will do. Jordan Movie Worm says, let's dance. Johnny Cage, 1994.
Well, what's the saying he says to Goro when he takes the glasses off?
Oh yeah, he's like, before he kicks him off the.
Is it their $5,000 sunglasses, asshole?
Yeah.
I can't remember how much they were worth.
Yeah, $500. They were $500 sunglasses, asshole. This is when you
That
fall
Goro
down.
was so shit, wasn't he?
I mean, for
Top heavy.
a technical feat, for an animatronic, it was pretty decent. Apparently, it cost $1 million to make that. $1 million just on Goro. Man, that's a lot of money. We have the Jambo Shango in the house. Thanks for joining the stream, my friend. Appreciate it. I think more Millership on. He says your horror collab was brilliant. I've seen it twice. Wow, man! Thanks so much. That's great. I don't know why you would.
Is that because it crashed, or you generally love it because it is awesome?
Yeah. Thanks so much, man. Really appreciate it. He also says, have you ever found any retro toys from a car boot sale? I've not been to a car boot sale for about 5 years, so I don't have an answer. Sorry.
Loads. But when I was down south, I had to stop going because people knew what I looked for. So if I was at a store with toys, I'd have 5 people following me around looking in the same boxes. But now I'm up in Liverpool. Once they start on again, I'll be in them boxes. I did find a rare Ninja Turtles scratch figure, which I think is worth about £1,000 now. It cost me 20p.
So it's what, £1,000?
I think it's worth about 1,000 now, loose. It's a little cat that's in like a prison costume. I'll get it out on next stream, but it's a shit character near the end of the line that no one bought, but everyone wants him there.
Interesting. So you've got a bit of a bargaining chip for people. If you want to trade something, you can get whatever you want, really.
I've got some bits to trade potentially. If people are interested in vintage.
This is a good question from Leon. What's your most highly sought out Blu-ray release?
I know what mine is. Mine's my Howard the Duck.
What, the 101?
I didn't think it was ever going to come out. Was it the 88 film? I can't remember. Where was it?
101 Films, I think.
Yeah, 101. Yes,
I got the black label release.
I didn't know it was coming out. I went to HMV once, and I found it, and I was so excited. I lost my car. I couldn't remember where I parked, so I was wandering the car parks in Thurrock Lakeside for hours, not knowing what car park. I called security, gave my number plate, and that they found my car. It was in the car park next to me. Yeah. Howard the Duck, underrated film.
Oh, I love that film. I don't know whether it's because it's nostalgia playing a part. It probably is, but like, as soon as I saw the 101 Films version come out, I was just like, I need it in my life.
Yeah.
I need it. So yeah, really.
What about yourself?
Right now it's not going to surprise anybody. It's right now it's probably the Godzilla Criterion Collection, the show.
Yes, fantastic, isn't it?
Showa collection. Yeah, I just can't afford it right now. It's like £150. But yeah, I'm after that. I'm when I get the money, I'm just gonna drop money on that. But yeah, that's it's not really like sought out. See, the word sought out means you're looking for it. Thing is, I guess that Criterion set is readily available, so I'm not really looking for it per se. Just I can't afford to buy it.
How many discs is that then?
I think it's like 12 discs.
Okay.
Yeah, I think there's 12 films. I don't know whether they've put multiple films on each disc. I hope not, because that kind of ruins.
I hate that.
Yeah, sought out as in like you're looking. I'm guessing.
I think it's ones that he's saying you've got maybe, or one we're looking for.
Yeah, I think it's what we're highly looking out for. I can't really, because I haven't really, obviously where everything's closed, I haven't been out for months. I just go on eBay or Amazon or whatever. I don't know. Like, I kind of did want the Thing, the Arrow collector's edition of a Thing. That's now super expensive.
Same. It's for me. I wish I still kept hold of my Arrow original Dawn of the Dead releases. Dawn, Day, and I got rid of them. They're like £50, £60 plus now.
I've got them.
Fantastic.
See, I don't like. I was thinking of selling my Arrow windowed copy of Dawn of the Dead to get the second sight release, but some people were like, "Yeah, it's worth it." And then some people were like, "It's not really worth it because you've already got it, kind of thing.
Depends if there's any difference in picture. There's about 10 cuts of that film anywhere, isn't there?
Like 4 or 5 cuts or something like that. But yeah, I think when it comes to a Blu-ray release that I want, it'd be that Godzilla Criterion collection. And it comes to sought after, I don't really know what I would pick. Really, there's a lot that I want, but actually looking for is a different thing. I don't particularly think I'm looking for anything right now. For me, I'm such an impulse purchaser where if something just pops up, I'm like, oh, want that, and just order it. That's usually what I do. So I don't really look out for anything. It's usually just impulse buys, or yeah.
Best way to be.
I'm probably about
Keep it
4,000
fresh.
years behind the chat now.
Should we have a speed? Let's have a speed 10 minutes of questions.
James Millis, do you remember those wretched DVD snapper cases? I do, and I've got a soft spot for them. So
That's the call. I think my original Blade had one.
Yeah, I've got a original 1990 US box set of Nightmare on Elm Street.
With the red cases.
No, they've got the snapper cases.
Is there a red front on them though? Are they the red or are they the black?
No, it's like more of a brown motif. It looks
right, okay.
I'm just gonna grab it just for visual context.
Do it. Should I start singing Never Ending Story? Dream a dream. That's all I know. Sorry, guys.
What was you singing? What?
Never Ending Story. Your hair from the side, you do actually look a little bit like Princess Katana.
Don't say that. I'm triggered now. I'm going to type an angry thing on Twitter. Yeah, I got this.
Oh, yeah, that's the quality one. That's the one with the 3D glasses for the shit one.
Yeah. Yeah, so they come. Oh,
is that embossed? That was the embossed front, wasn't it?
Yeah, it's embossed on the front. Yeah, both sides are embossed.
Expensive box, I don't know.
The snapper cases. I've got a big soft spot for them, so it's a bit of nostalgia. Do you know what? I got this set. I scored a really good deal. I got this. I got this set. I got the Blu-ray set and a German DVD set together for 30 quid on a lot on eBay, and I was super excited because I've been after this particular DVD set solely because I just think it looks great as a set.
Have you got the book in there as well?
Yes.
There's a book that slides in there. Yeah, getting that in and out is a pain in the arse. You put it in first. There we go. Look, we can find that now. Creased corners. There we go. The front's not in.
I'm not wasting the street. I'm not wasting people's time trying to do that.
I want to see a video of you putting that back in the box.
Well, I did an unboxing video like fucking ages ago where I actually opened the box with all that in. It's called a nightmare unboxing. It's one of my first videos on camera. So go and watch that. You see me struggle. Ramhammer says, "Glad I didn't see it at the cinema. Glad to have seen it, so I can form my horrible opinions." I'm guessing he's talking about.
Is that Birds of Prey or Wonder Woman? One of them.
Maybe Wonder Woman 84.
Okay.
Maybe Wonder Woman, because he did say that he didn't like it. Bin fodder was his actual quote. So
the fodder of the bin.
Can you imagine the Blu-ray? I'm gonna look on the Blu-ray, see if it's got like Ramhammer, bin fodder in quotations, Ramhammer 2021. So I mean, if that's not cover worthy, I don't know what is. Leon says the Street Fighter and Super Mario Brothers films are super underrated. Yes, they are. Yeah. I agree.
There's an uncut Super Mario Brothers film as well.
Bam says if you had to choose to be the next Joker in the DC movies between Willem Dafoe and Johnny Depp, who would you pick?
Dafoe all the way.
Yeah, I think I'm
if you're an age Joker.
And if you, I'm basing his performance as the Green Goblin from the first Spider-Man film. I think he's got that. He knows when to go a bit crazy. He's good for that. So I think I do the same thing. I don't know whether it's hard to say because you think an actor, but then they'll just throw out an incredible performance out of nowhere. You think, fuck me.
Yeah.
because like who really expected the Heath Ledger Joker to be that good? No one. When he was cast,
No.
everyone was just like, "What him? Why?" You know. And then it just was like, "Boom, awesome." So same as
Even
Ben
Affleck
Affleck.
as well. Yeah,
Yeah, I was about to
he's a
say
good Bruce Wayne, quality Bruce Wayne.
I like him as Batman as well, but that's just me.
Mm.
I don't like Christian Bale as Batman,
I,
but he.
I hate. I don't like Dark Knight, and people love it. Oh, I say I don't like it. I don't think it's one of the best ones. It's a good film. It's. I think Affleck. If Affleck's the one for me.
Yeah, those the Dark Knight trilogy films that I recognise that are good films, but I don't own them because I won't watch them. So what's the point?
Mm.
Mate, Jordan says Street Fighter 2 the anime
Yeah.
movie. Mate, one of my first introductions to Japanese animation, and it's so good. That soundtrack for that film is exceptional. Love it.
I remember Jordan's stream last week where I did make him laugh about that film when I mentioned the infamous Chung Li shower scene when Vega fights her. As a little boy watching that scene, yeah, Chung Li in a different light.
Oh, okay. So we saw the we kind of made I made a bit of a mistake here. Leon says, "Sorry for the confusion, mate. I was replying to Jordan's comment about the streams. This StreamYard seems to work great though. I love how it puts the comments up on the screen." Yeah, sorry about that, Leon. It's hard to know if you're replying to people or if you're saying stuff to us. Gears of War figures and custom sets. I used to work weekly streams, but I prefer to watch people's make their own. Well, thank you. Thanks for that. I don't know why I went Trailer Man voice for.
It's good. This year on a small screen.
Oh no. Oh, okay. Here we go. Here we go. He said, Gears of War figures and custom says, wait, what? You don't care about 3D? Rob, I am sorry, but I may have to stop watching Jason. I mean, do what you want, man. It's cool. I don't care. Like I don't like 3D. I think it's a poor gimmick that was only implemented so cinemas can charge more money.
It's
But yeah.
Avatar made 3D, and then Wrath of the Titans broke 3D.
I've only seen one film, so people might. I did comment. I think James Millership did post his comment on the Big Paulie group. I questioned. He said, "Oh, what was your first 3D film?" The fact that my first film wasn't really. I don't know whether people rate it as highly in terms of its 3D-ness, but my first 3D film was Jurassic World, and it was shite, and I've just not wanted to see a 3D film
Right.
since. So I guess it depends on what your experience is. So, like a lot of people that went and saw Avatar 3D, boom, everyone's saying how great that's in 3D, but I never did see that in 3D, so I never
But
had that
some people
experience.
can't. Even the glasses. Some people have reactions to them that can't see it properly. You know, my wife's the same. She can't watch 3D films.
The best experience I've had, so for example, like I say, Jurassic Park was the first and last 3D film I saw. That is true for a cinema experience. But I had a friend a few years ago. He's got a 3D television, and I was trying to ask him, yeah, but what are the benefits for that? I don't really understand it. He says, oh, you don't need the glasses. It's actually just stereoscopic 3D. I
Mm.
was like, oh, okay. And he put on, I forget what film he put on, but he put on a 3D film. And okay, in that instance, I noticed how there was more clarity.
At depth, then you see depth and you
Yeah,
see into the
yeah.
picture.
But as a cinema experience, I saw Jurassic World and it made no difference. If anything, the glasses just made it darker for me.
Yeah.
So,
I agree.
and back when that was a big thing, when like every film came out in 3D, for me it was a big turn off. Like if there was no 2D showing, I just wouldn't go and see the film. That was just the way I was. It's
Yeah.
probably will be the same now. If like if any new Marvel films came out and it was just like only in 3D, I wouldn't go and see it. I'd wait for the 2D version. That's just my opinion. But oh well, it's all good. But we've got Blu-ray collector saying hi. Hello there, sir. Thanks for jumping in.
Legend, mate. Another legend joins us.
We have a lot of legends.
It's almost a league of legends.
Yeah. Yeah. Oh yeah. I've never played that game, but yeah.
It's not no same.
Huh?
I haven't played either. Maybe a sponsorship deal, maybe for the future. everyone has League of Legends as sponsorship, don't they? You always see at the bottom of people's, oh, I've come to playing League of Legends for 15 hours. Of course you have. Of course you have, mate.
I think the one I see the most is like Raid Shadow Legends. You know, the fucking mobile game that everyone
Yep.
talks about.
It is free. Thanks.
It has console quality graphics on a smartphone.
Annihilates your battery in 2 minutes.
Ramhammer says, "I'll film my own Godzilla film for you and have a stillbit made for you. It'll be like that B movie horror film I wrote, if you remember." Oh yeah, I remember, sir. I will say this right: if you're going to make a Godzilla film for me, can I get in the suit and be the Godzilla? Because I'm surprised they haven't done this before. Is basically having an attraction at a theme park where you can get in the giant monster suit and walk over loads of miniatures. I'd pay, take my money.
Yeah, that'd be cool.
I'd do it. I'd do it. I mean,
It'd just be like stepping on Lego, though, wouldn't it? You'd be laid on the floor crying.
Oh, can you imagine
that car was too spiky. Ah!
Can you imagine that? Can you imagine the next like standalone Godzilla film be like, how are we going to defeat him? Throw Lego on the floor. Get on the Lego. It's just Godzilla on the floor going, just holding his foot. I think we found a way how to defeat Godzilla, Rob. I think we found the way.
Multiple Lego bricks instead of a load of fish.
Yeah, I don't think he eats Lego. I can't remember. Right, Leon asks, "Is the vinyl review channel still up, mate? I'd be interested to see some of those. It is not. I kind of like all my old iterations of a channel has been this account just rebranded over and over again. So unfortunately, it is not. And I don't think I even backed up my videos, to be honest. So yeah, sorry, mate. I don't. It's dead. Basically dead now. Unfortunately.
Remake of the old content.
What, create a new channel and just put up my old videos?
No. I make a flashback of your very first review you ever did on your very first channel. Do like a re-review.
What, of music? Thing is, it's not in line with my channel though, is it?
It's be random.
Anyway, we've got some positive news from Leon. Just gave a sub to ROBAFETT, the bounty.
Yay! Thank you.
Yeah.
I hope you like my content. It's very different.
Yeah. It's great. If you like Digimon stickers, it's awesome.
How can I make a Digimon video? Like the theme tune's cool. It's a cool theme tune. And then you open the packs and it's balls. There's 200 packs there. I've got through 10.
I love it where you're like, this is
Wankymon, fucking Jizzmon.
It's just like you don't pretend that you know who they are. You're just like, this is I don't fucking know. Like this is
But on the back of the stickers, it said their names. I didn't realise till like the last pack.
You didn't realise until like 6
to the end.
minutes in, like, oh shit. I don't know. I will send it to you. Is he talking about that Godzilla Steelbook? That's amazing. If you're talking about that, Philip, you're amazing. Yeah, and message. Look me up on Facebook and message me if you genuinely mean that, because that'll mean so much to me, man. Fraser Ramhammer says, "You suck, me 2021." He's talking about that fucking Wonder Woman 84. So that's a box quote. You suck. Or he's talking about the intro to our horror remakes video, because that's who did the "You suck" line, is Ramhammer. He had his own cameo.
It was quality. It was fantastic.
It was the most driest shout of "You suck" ever. It was great. It landed in the comedic way that I wanted it to.
Definitely.
Leon says, YouTube really does help with confidence. I get super nervous in real life, but being able to talk about something I'm passionate about is such a positive force in my life. Yeah, man. Like I said, like for me, it's done wonders for my mental health. And let's be honest, I still get nervous now. Like at 8 o'clock today, before the stream, I still was like, "Fuck, I'll get ready for the stream." Nerves.
Put Joan on.
What?
I spray deodorant before my streams, which is
Why?
ridiculous. I don't know. I really don't know. I did it today. The wife's like, "What are you doing?" I said, "I've gone online. Aftershave."
I tell you what though, I did brush my teeth before coming on here because I'm very, very
That's a bonus.
particular. I'm super like self-conscious because I've got bad teeth anyway, so I'm always super conscious about my teeth. So I was like, better fucking brush them shit. Yeah.
Well, I'm only wearing the hat till the hairdresser's open again. But the hat's not I know the hat's been around for like about a month now. It's because of the hair.
I think it's a part of your brand now, though, man. It's a part of who. It's a
But
part of your
yeah,
identity.
potentially. I might have it in one of my thumbnails, maybe. Put a hat on my character.
It's all good though. Gears of War. His name is so long. Gears of War figures and customs. He would like a Bioshock and a Gears of War movie.
Yeah, Bioshock. Okay.
Bioshock's one of my favorite games of all time, so I'm all for Bioshock. Hell yes, such a unique world that game has.
I could tell you a story about Bioshock 2, but it'll demoralise you.
Oh no, I'm not monetised anyway. What are you talking about? Oh no. Who cares?
But I used to work for 2K Games, where my game shop
really?
closed down, and I helped with the creation of the Songbird in Bioshock 3, and helped with the soundtrack on GTA. But because I was in the game shop for years, run a game shop in Thurrock, and then when that closed down, my old Sony rep become a Rockstar rep. So obviously I worked for him for years, and Bioshock Infinite, potentially other than Mass Effect, changed my life in gaming because it was just I was in awe when you played that game. I hate number 2, but 1 and 3 amazing.
I'm gonna keep quiet now then.
You loved it, and you hate Infinite, yeah?
Yeah, Infinite for me was one of the most disappointing games of 2013. For me, I'm sorry, but it was.
Well, the ending weren't the best. They're saying like this ending will change your life, but the way it looks, you felt like you was in the sky. Do you know what I mean? And number 1 was
Yeah.
so claustrophobic and awesome, and 2, you're a big slow big daddy. It's balls.
Number 2 is underrated. I think number 2 is better than what people give it credit for. Personally,
I'll give it a go. And Gears, I love Gears.
Gears is good. I've not played the latest one though, but I ain't got an Xbox, so I can't play the recent one. Right. Anyway, Bruce. Oh, here we go. Boom. Philip Baker. Just subscribe to Rob's channel. There you go, Rob. You're getting some love.
Thank you.
You're getting all the love. Gears of War Figures and Customs says he loves the Dead Space animated movies. I've only seen the first one, to be fair.
I think there was 2, wasn't there? There was one that had a load of short stories in. They're good. They're good.
The first one was pretty good from what I remember. Not seen it in ages though. Oh my god! Look, it's the magpie with the movies. Geordie Paul, welcome to the stream, my friend. I appreciate you jumping in. Every time he does his intro, he's like, "All right, guys, all right, you're right." Like, I can't do it. I can't do the accent. I'm awful. Sorry.
He loves that. He loves that Midsummer bollocks, doesn't he?
I don't know. I've not seen it.
Magpie does. He's obsessed with that film.
Like I told you before we came on, before we went live, I told you that I was going to watch it yesterday, so we can have a back and forth to see if I actually liked it or not. But I just didn't bother in the end, especially where I know it's so long as well.
And the movie.
And the Bajosh, Paul also says, love how your channel is massively growing, Jason. Oh, thanks, man. Really appreciate it. You'll have more than Rob soon, mate.
It's not hard.
It's not a competition, though, right? It's not. Oh, it's not a competition for one.
It's the community.
It's the community. Like that's why. I think the best thing Geordie Paul did, was make that BlueTube community on Facebook because everyone's come together, everyone's supporting each other. It's fucking awesome. It's great. I think it's great.
And it's brilliant that he redesigned his channel because the first one he did was shit. I'm joking.
Shots been fired here on STREAMAROONOOS.
I love him though. He's a top bloke.
We have the Dark Mad one asks, what's your favourite anime/manga film or series? I'll let you go.
Dragon Ball Z.
I mean, you've seen my collection video. It's obvious, right?
Yep.
Yeah. So my favorite is Dragon Ball. I'm just gonna pull a random thing out. Oh, I'm gonna knock everything off. No, I'm not gonna do that. It's gonna everything's gonna fall because I've got figures on top of my DVDs. It's got
It's balancing.
My favorite series is Dragon Ball, and my favorite anime film is Princess Mononoke, Studio Ghibli film. Incredible film. So,
Mine is Dragon Ball again. I've got Vegeta and Trunks tattooed on my back.
nice.
Favorite anime film is Akira.
Akira's in my top 25 films of all time.
And they're remaking, aren't they? They're doing an American remake live action. I heard that years ago. I don't know if it's still happening.
Yeah, I think it's been in development hell for a long time. I remember when the last bit of news I heard was maybe about 10 years ago. They were giving the actual characters American, like Western names. So Tetsuo
Oh,
was going to be called
it's
Travis.
Dave.
And I'm like,
Oh,
what?
God.
What? Why can't you
Yeah.
Why can't they just cast Japanese actors and have their actual Japanese names? Kaneda and Tetsuo, they're the main
Yeah.
characters. Why
I
can't
think
they
just give it to Netflix. And they did Attack on Titan. I think they've done Tokyo Ghoul as well, which are not supposed to be bad. And I think Death Note was supposed to be awful.
They did Bleach as well, which I watched
Oh,
maybe
Bleach,
10
right.
minutes. I did 10 minutes, watched 10 minutes of that. It wasn't very good, personally, but I'm a big fan of the original Bleach anime, so
Bleach is good quality.
I can't wait for it to return as well, because there's been teasers of it coming back to finish the manga, because the manga's finished. They want to readapt the end of the manga, so I'm hoping that comes to fruition. See, this is how far behind we are on comments. So Leon's bringing this up. Leon's saying about the Dawn of the Dead Second Sight release.
Oh,
I feel like we spoke about that fucking ages ago.
Yesterday.
So anyway, he says, I'd say the Dawn Second Sight release is well worth picking up. You get all of the cuts and the restoration is unreal. Yeah, I've heard good things about it, but my point was I've got the Arrow version and I have all that anyway. The only difference
and a smaller box as well.
The only thing about the Arrow cut that is a big difference is the theatrical cut and the extended cut is on the Blu-ray, but all the other cuts are on the DVD rather than the Blu-ray. That's the only difference.
Right.
But I pay stupid money for that Arrow, so I don't see the point of upgrading because it just feels like a waste of money me buying that Arrow then.
Agreed.
I paid about £40 for that Arrow release. Was I ripped off, or was that the going rate for that?
It's going for more than that now. I think when it come out, yes, probably right. I think it was for $29.99 when it come out. I remember a lot of them were, but yeah, it's probably the right kind of price if you didn't get it on release.
Yeah, I got it maybe about 6 months ago.
Okay, that's good pricing.
We have Kaz 99,000. Thanks for joining the stream.
She's so generous, fantastic. She was on my horror collaboration I did a few months ago. Really good quality content on her channel.
Yeah, I do believe she subscribed to me recently because I subscribed to her off the back of a Jamie Powell shout out. I think it was a Jamie Powell subscriber mail video. Just really like what I see. It's really good content. Like all of his channels that all of our friends have shouted out, I don't think there's a bad channel amongst our community at all. I think they're all doing great.
I don't think so.
They're all so different as well. Yeah, sure, you might think like, oh yeah, everyone talks about movies, but the way everyone presents themselves and everyone has such great insight and knowledge of different things. Like everyone calls me the Godzilla expert. I am no means an expert. Trust me, I'm not. I'm just a fan.
You are. But it's how great the community is. I watched 5 reaction videos of Suicide Squad after I watched it. It's the same trailer. I'm watching people's reactions because everybody is different.
Yeah, I think I like reaction videos like that because I watched a bunch of the Mortal Kombat reaction videos. And I liked your one because you were like, I hope it's good, guys. And it's just like, he's looking pretty good, guys.
I couldn't contain myself. I was like, I think the second trailer too, I was just silent for it, just smiling like a child inside.
Yeah, see, like I haven't done any reaction videos because I don't really know how to have me on camera and have the trailer playing. I don't know how people get that done.
I'll have to show you. I'll send you some links after it.
Cool. Because because I was thinking of
It's
doing
getting
it
in the right place. It don't cover your face up.
because I was thinking of doing it for the Godzilla versus Kong when we first got that first Godzilla versus
Yeah.
Kong trailer, because it was me and my friend was around and I was just sitting there. We put it on. I was just like losing my absolute shit because I'm like so excited for that film, and I wish I captured that on camera because I think it would have been a cool reaction. But I don't like these reaction channels where they're just clearly like just faking their reactions. Have you seen those before?
Yeah, I've seen the video 12 times, so they know where to react at certain points.
Like, oh my god. Yeah. Anyway, we're still about 40 years behind the end of the chat.
Let's do this.
Ramhammer says, "I don't want to be associated with Wonder Woman."
Oh,
all right, so I'll delete you off of the the box quotes. Yeah, all right, cool.
can we just send him copies of it weekly?
Can you imagine?
Or send him a different sleeve inside. It's always Wonder Woman.
Yeah, he opens it up. It's the Disney Mulan film, but he takes the sleeve off. It's Wonder Woman 84.
Yep.
Oh dear. Leon agrees with us. He says Defoe would be an unreal Joker. This is how far behind we are, Rob.
Let's do this.
Ramhammer gives us a really oddball choice. I want Nick Cage as Joker. Nick Cage.
Have you heard about Cage? Have you heard about Cage Rage? Did I tell you about that before?
Yeah.
It's his new lot of films, isn't it? That he's just going mental.
Yeah, he does it in Color Out of Space. It's hilarious. He's in the car going. It's just like there's that bit in Mandy where he's in the shower. He drinks that bottle of whatever he's drinking. He's just like, just fucking just screams his head off. Like it's so random. But kudos to him because
makes him different, doesn't it?
Because I think it's hard to take that kind of stuff seriously. It's like if you like Big Paulie. I watched Big Paulie's review of Full Metal Jacket and how he was talking about who's the actor who does the sergeant who's screaming at all the cadets? Who's the actor?
I know you mean. He's in the Frighteners, isn't he? It's pretty much the same character in the Frighteners.
Yeah. He was saying about how Paulie was saying about how these cadets who are actors acting how they don't crack with this guy screaming in their face because
you can suck a golf ball through a garden hose.
We're so behind on these comments. Ramhammer says 3D makes my eyes want to harikiri. Yeah, I agree.
Okay.
That's a brilliant comment. That's
a Mortal Kombat fatality.
Oh mate, me and Ramhammer, we've watched so many just like what is it? Compilations of just harikiri, of Mortal Kombat deception, harikiri. And there's one that makes me absolutely kill myself. That actually make me just like die laughing. Is when you just got a Scorpion just goes like Scorpion, just like breaks his neck.
Just dies.
It's so ridiculous. Oh, it's so funny. Gears of War figures. I see. I can't say that without stumbling over it.
Let's just say Gears.
Okay, Gears says, I'm joking, Jason. Everything is subjective. Love your streams and videos. I appreciate that, man. Cool. Appreciate that. 3D sucks, but I appreciate it. Bam says, can you guys do your best Darth Sidious impressions? See, like, Darth Sidious.
You will die! Yeah. Yeah.
See, like, Darth Sidious, like, I don't really see the difference between Darth Sidious or Palpatine, because they're both the same character. So I can't just do Palpatine.
Go on,
take your weapon, use it, strike me down with all of your hatred, and your journey to the dark side will be complete. There's my impression. That is, by the way, my favourite piece of dialogue in any Star Wars film. Just saying.
Sand, it gets everywhere.
Oh, fuck off. Right. I'm well confused now. Okay. Oh, it is my boy. It's John from Mondo Terrific Movies. Hello, John. Welcome to the stream.
Top bloke. Amazing collection.
Oh, mate. You can reinforce a tank, like I said in the horror remakes video. He says, my first 3D movie was Friday the 13th Part 3. Wow.
That's the spears at the camera. That's like proper old school. What's it, red and blue in it?
Yeah. Proper like when... Because I feel like it seems to me that 3D comes back every 30 years.
Yeah,
So, you know, it was a
like
big
the
fan.
McRib.
The problem is, I don't think you're incorrect there either.
That's right. I miss the bastards.
You got to make a video now. Why they got to bring back McRib?
I'll go there every day and I'll ask the question and film it over the series of months till they release it.
I can imagine you outside McDonald's with a sign going McRib, McRib. Oh, it's going to be the new movement. I can see it now. 2022.
It's the rib.
The McRib riots.
The McMib.
What? I can't talk. Do you ever sit down to record a video and you realize you just can't talk? Your body forgets.
When I've done your video, I must have done the beginning bit about 35 times, and then when I'm trying to edit, I had to have all 50 cuts to try and put the right bit together because I kept getting my intro wrong.
Oh dear. I think the intro that I made for that video, where my mate Fraser throws rubbish at me, I think it took us like 4 takes because I just kept laughing. I just couldn't stop laughing. It's so good. I just want to say, everybody, there's 11 people watching the stream. Thank you so much, guys. It means so much to me that everyone's tuning in.
Thank you.
People
love us.
You're all here for Rob of Clearly, right?
No.
The bounty.
This is your stream, man. I'm just a guest. Your first guest. Hey, I'm honoured.
Yeah, man. And next Friday we do have Mondo Chervik movies, so be sure to tune in next week to see the man himself, John. Yeah, that'd be cool. I've not actually spoke to John properly, like face to face. That'd be really nice.
It's weird, isn't it? It's different. For the first time, it's like a bit starstruck. It's strange, so strange.
So used to like, commenting in comments and YouTube comments and like Facebook and stuff. It's like you don't know how people are going to take you like real life. Sometimes it's like, will they like me? I might lose all my subscribers. Where am I? I'm about 45 years behind the comments. Boosh. Luke is talking from girlfriend YouTuber's account. I'm sure you've explained why that is, but I won't ask.
Many times. We keep asking him, don't we? We keep asking him.
No, because I think it was on Jordy Paul's stream. And I forget who was asked. I think it might have been Paul himself. Was like, "Why is your account named that?" But it's cool. Hi guys, how's it going? It's me, Luke. I'm here. How long you been going, guys? I'm late. How long have we been going?
What's on there?
We've been going for 1 hour and 22 minutes.
Wow.
So I do plan.
It's not felt that long at all, is it? It's crazy. It's the shortest feeling stream I've done so far.
Yeah. I do plan to end around 10:30, but I don't mind going longer if people want to hang out more. I don't care. It's a Friday. Not doing anything tomorrow, so it's all good. We are.
Yeah,
how's it going?
Good. It's fantastic.
It's going good. We've been going for like just shy of an hour and a half, but it's been a very quick hour and a half. It's been a lot of fun.
Definitely. It's my dog you could hear if you could hear barking at the door. My little crazy Chihuahua staff cross.
I bet that sounds like the cutest thing of all time.
It really ain't. Absolute bastard.
Oh man, you just completely slammed your dog completely. Like, no. I'm trying to like discern what his replies to other people and what his actually comments for us. Yeah, everyone's talking to each other. Wait. Yeah, that's a reply.
We are way behind. I'm seeing like Yu-Gi-Oh questions here.
Oh my god. Luke also asks. He doesn't ask. He says, "I wish I still had 3D to watch my 3D movies. To watch the 3D movies I had." Oh, that's a shame.
I think cheap alternative is like PlayStation VR. I'm sure that works as well.
Do they even make 3D Blu-ray players or 3D TVs anymore?
Not anymore.
Because I
thought they stopped them.
Yeah, I'm sure I heard like Sony specifically has ceased production. That's why I've always said 3D for me was a gimmick, and it clearly was because they haven't followed through with it. Do you know what I mean? Yeah. They made a bit of money. It was a bit of a fad for a little while, and now it's just dead. And I didn't really jump on it because it felt like a gimmick for me. But maybe I was missing out on some films, but from what my experience, not really. It's all comments from people. Well, I need to figure out who is not talking to who. Oh, okay. So yeah, so this comment is a Bioshock comment. So this is how far behind we are, Rob.
Okay.
Leon says, I do think Bioshock 1 and 2 are brilliant. Really couldn't get into Infinite though. Thank you. That's my opinion exactly. Sorry, Rob, but you know,
It's fine. You're all wrong. No,
look,
no, it's fine.
opinions are like assholes. We all have one, right? So you know, doesn't mean you have to be one. So yeah, don't be an
Some
asshole.
people have too. Maybe.
That just makes me think of South Park. Like, let me present to you the 9-ass gerbil. It's like,
I'm a festo there.
oh man, I used to love South Park. I haven't watched South Park in years though. Ram Hammer also says, looking forward to another Bioshock game. Also, the new game from the Dead Space creator. So there's a new game coming out from the
Yeah.
Dead Space creator. I was unaware of that.
Hopefully it has a twist and it is actually Dead Space, and just with not a title change.
Gears says he also loves Bioshock 2. Not enough
Okay.
Bioshock 2. Boosh, Leon says, on the subject of anime, have either of you seen Perfect Blue? I've barely seen any, but I love that. Mate, that film is absolutely stunningly incredible. It's kind of like a psychological thriller. It's fantastic.
I think I got it free. I had that do you remember the manga collection where you got a manga Blu-ray or DVD a month?
Yeah,
That
I
was a
used to
part
get
one.
that.
I think that was part 50 odd.
Yeah, I used to get all of them, but then I just like either sold them all or traded them with someone because I wish there were actual DVDs rather than the stupid like manga whatever and the little
Yeah.
window
With
artwork.
little artwork in the tiny bit in the middle.
Yeah, it wasn't presented very well. I didn't think.
No.
But I used to have. I think I finished the whole collection. I had loads. It was like at least over 100. I think. Well, now I forget. That was a long time ago. That was like 2005 or something.
Yep.
It was a while ago. Bam asks opinion on the Matrix 4 coming out. Couldn't care less.
Yeah. I loved the first one. I didn't like the second two.
Yeah, I agree. First one's really good.
Unnecessary sequels.
I've noticed this with these certain sequels coming out way too just seems to be like cash grabs. Like Sin City 2, not seen it, but it came out. It was 10 years too late. 300
Bill and Ted.
sequel, 10 years too late. Not seen any of the Bill and Ted's. Blasphemy, I know, but this is where you leave the streamers, isn't it, Rob? When I say I haven't seen all the bin.
No, it's fine.
Gears says his favourite anime movie is the Yu-Gi-Oh movie. Never really watched Yu-Gi-Oh growing up, so I haven't really got an opinion.
Did you ever see Kaiba? Kaiba was a little bit campy. Do you remember Kaiba?
No.
Not Kaiba, Pegasus.
No.
The main bad guy. Check him out. Google Kaiba or Pegasus on YouTube later and it'll make you laugh.
We have Lachlan Ashton in the chat. Welcome to the stream. It's cool, man.
Welcome.
Don't worry about being late. It's all good. It's just good to see you joining the stream, jumping in. We're gonna go until Rob gets had enough of me. Really, that's how it's gonna go.
That's fine. It's on recap as well. So if I missed the beginning, watch it later. Watch it all from the beginning, and then watch it again in 3D.
In 3D. yeah. This is gonna be the best post conversion 3D video ever. It's not. That's a lie, but. Oh, right, here we go. Like, I've got to shout this guy out. My friend Fraser, also known as Ram Hammer, he says, anyone want to help me get more than 31 subs? He's been at 31 subs for about 6 months. He does scary video games.
This.
So if you're into scary video games or you just want to check out a really cool channel, please go and subscribe to my good friend, Ram Hammer. He's really cool. He makes hilarious noises when he's scared because he plays stuff like Amnesia and it's hilarious. He streams regularly on during the week as well. He's streamed games like Valheim and Amnesia, the new one, and stuff like that. So if you're into your gaming stuff, especially horror games, he's the guy to go to. So yeah,
I will sub to you after the video. I'll be doing a video of Resident Evil 8 when it comes out. So potentially a collab.
I'm super hyped for that game.
Hmm.
Probably my favorite game franchise ever, Resident Evil.
100%.
probably is, to be honest. Ramhammer also pleads us. No copies of Wonder Woman 84, please. I'll use them as
Oh,
Bogro.
oh,
That
they're
would
coming.
that Fraser, wouldn't that hurt your ass though? If you're
Oh,
wiping your ass with a plastic Blu-ray case.
it's on its way.
Ramhammer also says the Cage Rage is real. Mandy, Color Out of Space, Willy's Wonderland, etc. He's terrible, but I love him. I still have a saved video on YouTube of Nick called Nicolas Cage loses his shit. 10 out of 10. I've not seen Willy's Wonderland yet. I really want to though. It looks just stupid.
Don't be disappointed because there's not many Willies in it.
But false advertising in it though.
It's Five Nights at Freddy's, to be honest.
Yeah, I know
it's all right.
It's
It's all right.
yeah.
It's all right.
But yeah, I've heard it's not great, but watchable. That's
Yeah, it's fun. It's a fun flick, fun film. It's what we need. We need fun in these hard times.
More Ramhammer comments. He says best fatality. Mine's the neck stretcher by Quan Chi in Deadly Alliance.
That's ridiculous. Have you seen that one?
Yeah. Like I said, me and Ramhammer, we've got this compilation in our likes that is just all the stupid Deadly Alliance and Deception fatalities. Excuse me.
I think my favourite one's still the arcade. Is it the arcade falling on him? Is it Liu Kang's one? Where the arcade just falls on his head.
I just think mine's kind of generic. It is the Wishbone by Noob Saibot from Mortal Kombat 9.
Okay, yeah.
It's just nasty. It's horrible.
And we're going to see fatalities in a film. And potentially, I'm going to put this, I reckon Sub-Zero dies and becomes Noob in the next film. Because the costume is very dark in this. I reckon he's turning. And there'll be another Sub-Zero.
I really hope the filmmakers for this new Mortal Kombat film have grasped the lore properly. Because
they look like fans. They look like fans, don't they? Because obviously the characters they're bringing in are random characters you would never see in a film.
So, like, people are complaining about the Cole character being this point of view. I don't mind a point of view character. That's good for people that don't know the games. That's good for a film for general audiences. But I still think Liu Kang should still win the tournament because that's the story. That should happen.
Yeah.
But we ain't got long to wait, my friend. We ain't got long left.
2 weeks. I'm gonna look excited.
I can't believe it's almost April already. What's going on? This year's just blown by. Ramhammer says, "Fuck Anakin Skywalker." I'm sorry, but he is the worst part of that prequel trilogy. He is the worst part.
I'm on the high ground.
Oh god, the meme of all memes, man. Fucking hell. Gears says, "Ha ha ha! Oh god, you two make me laugh. So much gonna have to bounce now. But really enjoyed watching the stream. Thanks, man. You've probably gone by now. Oh, I'm guessing he's probably gone by now. No, because we're so behind. I reckon he's gone. But yeah, Gears, thanks so much for jumping in, man. Really appreciate it.
Legend.
He
Thanks for the questions.
He says, "Take care, you wonderful people. Rob, thank you for the Gears 5. If you are sure about that, have a good weekend, guys. Thanks a lot,
yes.
Man.
Only 70 quid, fine. I saw that.
Yeah, I mean, you could charge
Wonder Woman's in it.
Yeah, John from Mondo Chevy says yeah, everything was 3D in 1983.
Jaws 3D
for a year. He says. Do you know what? I've not seen any of the Jaws sequels. I've only seen the original Jaws. Am I saving myself for disaster?
You are. Jaws of the Revenge. Jack and the Shark seek revenge.
I've seen so many videos on that film on its own that it just looks hilarious.
Yeah.
Isn't like the mum? Isn't she like telepathic as you can sense the shark or something like that? Like,
there's a whole lot of wrongness in that film.
Bam asks, "Can you show us what your dog looks like?"
He's downstairs. He's in my. Go on.
I was going to say I can. He looks like a dog.
Yeah, he's got a little chihuahua face and a big staff body. But when I do my Turtles collaboration, he is playing Razar from Turtles 2. So he is dressed up in it. So you will see it, and he's in my intro. He's in the intro holding, I think, a Dennis Nedry from Jurassic Park in his mouth.
You know your intro, right? Because I saw like you posted something. I think your wife's birthday or something, and she's cosplaying as April O'Neil, right?
Yes, yes,
And in those pictures, you're Shredder, right? Because you're like
correct. Yeah,
that. Yeah, that's
I made that costume. Yeah,
great cosplays, man.
thank you.
I remember the first time I cosplayed at a Comic Con or whatever it was. I went as Ash Ketchum from Pokemon, but I was an Ash Ketchum if he joined Team Rocket. So I had the outfit with the hat
Legend.
with Pikachu on my hat, but I had the red R t-shirt on. I was really happy.
I cut someone up because my blades were made from acrylic, so they were quite sharp, and I had like two massive new rocks on. I was slicing people as they walked behind me.
I can't tell if people are talking to each other or to us. We have the Scott man himself. Thanks for joining the stream, my friend. We're probably well
Top
late
bloke
to this
as well.
comment, by the way. Yeah, we're probably
So
well late.
sorry, everyone.
We're so behind. Oh, it's all about the fun, right? It's all about the fun.
We'll try to get to all your questions. If we can't, when we go offline, we'll go down them and read them anyway. So all your comments will be read.
Yes, they will. Leon says, just gave Ramhammer a sub. Thank you so much. Ramhammer's got a great channel. So, yeah, thanks. Trying to just give him a bit of a boost. It's all good.
Definitely.
Bam says, all of South Park is on Amazon Prime. Oh, nice. I'm going to have to go and watch some now. See, I'm going to go and watch some.
What's the zombie episode? The only one worth watching.
Ramhammer says, absolutely to a collab, Rob, with you. So, yeah.
Definitely.
Bam says that he's doing Resident Evil 7 VR on his channel.
Cool.
See, I've got PlayStation VR and I've got Resident Evil 7, but I've not played it in VR yet.
It's amazing.
People say it's scary, but I never consider it to be a scary game, so I don't know if VR.
If you find if you go on my channel and look at Resi playlist, one of my friends playing Resi 7, and he cries with the headset on.
Ramhammer says, can confirm only one Willy.
Damn. It's just not enough.
Oh, shit. I'm right clicking stuff. That's bad. Boom. Luke asks, what's your most favorite horror franchise of movies you love so much, guys? Me, it's probably Friday the 13th when it comes to consistency. There are some that I don't like in that franchise, but I think for the majority, I like most of them.
I would say Halloween. There is some bad ones near the end. Followed very closely. I know you hate it. I know you hate Army of Darkness. I love Evil Dead. All of them, and even the prequel Within the Woods. I don't know if you ever see that. Have you seen that?
I've not seen that.
It's Sam Raimi, or Sam Raimi and Bruce Campbell directed a film at college. You can only get really dodgy copies on like YouTube, but they did. It's pretty much the successor to Evil Dead 1.
Interesting. I'll have a look for that. Yeah, for me it's Friday the 13th, and it's not just because the main guy is Jason. That's not. I mean, he does have the best name of all time, but it's not the reason. Let's move on. He says thank you, Brute for People. Yeah, everyone, thanks so much for giving my friend a boost.
We'll sort him out, and feel free to share your channel on my channel, my Facebook group as well.
Luke also asks, what's your favorite comedy movie you love so much? I'm not really one that watches much comedy. But the film that made me laugh the most when I saw it in cinema was Big Hero 6. You may not really consider that a comedy.
Okay.
But I think it's fucking hilarious. It makes me laugh every time I watch it. It's
just... So mine's a video game one that people don't really talk about, and that's Grandma's Boy, which is a Adam Sandler production. It's a guy making a video game, and a guy steals his idea, but it's really funny. So Grandma's Boy, just watch the trailer. I think you'll love it. Everyone will. It's quality film.
Cool. I'll keep that up here, but I might have to get you to remind me later because I'll probably forget. We're getting a lot of video game talk, unless he's talking to. Is he talking to Fraser or not? Well, I'm just gonna. Yeah, he says guys, so I'm guessing he's talking to us. So Luke asked another question: what's your favorite games you love playing right now, and what do you play them on? Right now, I'm playing a game called what's it called? Remnant from the Ashes. It was a game that was on PS4. I'm playing that at the moment. It's kind of like a Dark Souls, Destiny kind of game where it focuses a lot on co-op, and it's pretty fun. I like it.
I'm playing. I think it's Retromania. I think it's called. It's an old remake of WrestleFest, a side-scrolling wrestling game. It's just been released a couple of days ago on Xbox. Retromania, it's called. Sorry, really, really good fun. And I'm going back through the Resi games as well
Cool.
in preparation.
I haven't really played much, to be honest. Just had a big slump of just not wanting to play any games. And then a couple of games dropped on PlayStation Plus, Final Fantasy VII Remake and that Remnants from the Ashes. And I was like, well, I've got some games to play. So yeah, I just jumped on those. But yeah, as for just overall games that I love, Resident Evil's one of my favorite franchises ever.
It's fantastic.
It's very consistent as well, I think.
My favorite one is one that everyone hates. I love Code Veronica. It's my favorite Resi game.
So underrated, man. So underrated. There's rumors of them remaking 4, but they shouldn't. They should remake Code Veronica next.
They've skipped it completely. They've gone 3 to 4. 4's on every console known to man.
Yeah, it is.
It's ridiculous. I think it's on my phone.
I've got it. I've got it on my PS4. I think my toaster runs it as well. Bush, Leon says, this has been a ton of fun. You're both hilarious, and this past hour and a half has flown by. I'm going to head off, but looking forward to your stream with John next week. Take care and stay safe, guys. Thanks so much.
Thanks for watching.
Appreciate just interacting and jumping in. It's been fun. Just a bit of a plug for my friend Ramhammer. He's streaming Bigfoot over the weekend. And it'll be both spoopy and stupid. Yeah, man, get onto some Ramhammer streams. They're hilarious. And if he's playing it with his squad, it's even more fun because their interactions are hilarious. He knows what I mean when I talk about his squad. His squad of mates are hilarious. Scott asks, Michael Myers versus Jason Voorhees. Who wins, guys? He says Michael. Right, so this is quite interesting. This is quite topical because I've only just watched a video that was literally Michael Myers versus Jason Voorhees.
Right.
But the guy that I watched, he used a lot of comic book feats to gauge who would win. And he was basically saying that Jason is so OP, he will get up from everything. You can pull his art out and he'll get up and carry on. Whereas Michael
depends if it's raining, doesn't it? If it's raining, it's fucked.
There's one thing I found out watching that video about Myers versus Voorhees is apparently Michael Myers has surgical accuracy when he strikes you with a knife. Surgical accuracy.
Okay.
Fucking hell.
And
so every stab is like hitting a vital part. Fuck it, it's brutal.
Is it number 4 of the Jason films when he comes back from the grave and he gets electrocuted? Is that 4?
Part 6. Jason.
So that's the part he becomes a zombie. I read that he was alive up until that point. Is that correct?
Yeah, he was killed in part 4. Tommy Jarvis kills him as a kid, the boy. Part 5, he's obviously is the copycat killer. Yep. And then he gets brought back as a super uber ultra nightmare zombie Jason.
Not Jason X Uber. Is that not breed? I like that film. I like that film.
I've got a soft spot for Jason X. I think it's shockingly shit, but I think it's entertaining. But I love it. That's one of these part of the film. That's one of these favorite part of the film is when he gets the upgrade.
The best thing with Jason X, it come out on Region 1 the same day it come out in the cinema over here. So I see it in the cinema 5 times in a day. Went home and my copy arrived in the post. It's like an amazing time to be a Jason fan. Not the best of the films, but it's just fun. Jason was back.
Yeah, it's just a dumb film that you can have a bit of fun with, right?
Just
Like,
sleeping bags.
yeah, who says all films have got to be Oscar worthy?
No,
I feel like when you've got a lot of these films that are like critic films, I find that a lot of critics don't know how to have fun anymore.
yeah,
When it's their job to critique a film, a lot of these like paid journalists don't know how to have fun with films.
they've got tick boxes, haven't they? Just tick down the
Yeah,
list.
it's just a shame.
Mm.
But I mean, don't get me wrong. I'll call that a film if it's shite. But I
Yeah,
mean, sometimes I just want to be. Sometimes I want to go and watch a film to have fun. Like recently, I watched The Toxic Avenger for the first time, and that
one's
film.
good. Two
That
and three are shit, but four
I've
is brilliant.
not seen them. No spoilers. But I will say that first movie is insanity, a complete, in a good way, insanity. But I also feel that our first film was a bit mean spirited. Like I hated all the characters; they are all
Yeah,
scum. But it was
but
fun
that's
to see
trauma.
them.
Is
Yeah,
that the first trauma film you've seen?
yeah.
All the trauma films are like that.
What
Is
mean
you don't like
spirited?
the people in trauma films. You don't, yeah, but they're gory. Like there isn't Toxic one where the old lady gets hit by a car at the beginning.
No, it's a little boy on the bike, isn't it? It's well brutal.
Oh, is it? I remember I'm sure old lady gets hit by a car and she shoots herself. It's like what is this film?
No, I don't
On a
know.
Zimmer frame crossing the road. That might be that might be one of the later ones.
There's a bit in the first one um, where Toxie's killed the main bully's girlfriend. He's waiting for her to pick him up, and he's not there. He's just like, she's stressing me out, guys. It's like so overacted, it's unreal. And they just go and nick a car from a fucking. They go and nick a car from an old lady. They don't just like nick the car off her. They beat her almost to death. I'm just like, this is
Yeah.
it's a bit mean.
The
Like,
thing is, you
oh,
go from that film, to the amazingly short but great cartoon series, which is really good.
yeah, I've
If you
not
haven't seen
seen
it,
the. Was it Toxic Avengers or something like that? Toxic.
mm.
What's it called?
Crusaders. Sorry.
Crusaders. That's it. Yeah,
Mm.
yeah. Oh, fuck me. We come to the end of the comments. Holy shit. Uh, Philip Baker says Evil Dead is fucking awesome. Hell yes, it
Yeah.
is. I'm in the Darkness, not so much. See, this is people's replies. Bam says, I'm 2 away from the platinum on the Star Wars Battlefront 2. The grind was long.
Well,
I
that is a
bet it,
grind. That's a grind and a half. Bloody hell.
I bet it was a grind. Jeez. He also says, I've just put on Batman Returns on my VHS TV.
Boom.
Oh man, I got things to say about that film. I watched that. I remember like really liking that film as a sequel to Batman, but I watched it like recently, and it's kind of crap now. Like personally, it's a bit crap. Sorry.
It's not Batman Forever, though, is it? See, I think with the later, I think Jim Carrey, where he does his the darker films, he should have another crack at Riddler, but a darker version of Riddler.
Yeah, I also thought with that film, Tommy Jones as Two-Face wasn't playing Two-Face; he was doing a Joker.
Mm.
So weird that portrayal of Two-Face.
I was sent a work print of that film. I've got a 3 hour cut of Forever, and it starts off with Two-Face in Arkham. It's a completely different. It's a completely different tone to the film as well. It's good, but still shit.
This is a good question. I don't think I've got an answer for him though. Scott asks, "Who's your favourite horror actor?"
Campbell, man, Bruce Campbell.
I don't really have a bloody answer for that. I'm sorry. I don't think I have.
Did you hear about the horror collab that's happening? In obviously where you had the Expendables, Bruce Campbell's organising a horror version like Tony Todd, load of the old 80s horror, and they're doing like a B movie of all of them in it.
Really interesting. Yeah. I'm sure one. I think Ramhammer mentioned to me a few months ago about there was meant to be this YouTube channel that had funded like had crowdfunded a project that was meant to bring all the horror icons together, like Pinhead,
Okay.
Michael, Chucky, the big three, Leatherface, Michael Myers, and Freddy Krueger, Jason Voorhees, and it all came to just you get into pre-production, and it got to the point where they were denied all the licenses they applied for. They were all denied,
Yeah.
so they weren't
All
able.
jump through.
They weren't able to make. So they made the film, but it's just their own original characters.
Sitting there in limbo.
It's not really the same. I've not actually seen it, so I don't know what the actual film is like. But the fact that they basically was rejected all those licenses is a bit of a shame. How would that work though? Having all those, because those characters are from such different universes. Like
The only one that would work for me is Ash in Freddy vs. Jason, because he could have the Book of the Dead, the Necronomicon, could be the book that they summon Freddy from the dream world.
Sorry, I'm just going to throw this up because Fraser's corrected me on this because I must have got things wrong. He said, "Nah, it was a full-on film written by the dude that plays Leatherface."
Gunnar Hansen, the original one, is it?
I'm guessing so.
Okay.
But they couldn't get any of the licenses. It's called Death House. Interesting.
Okay, I'll have to do some research on that.
Yeah, I might have to do that. Clearly, I got the whole thing wrong, but I knew it was something like that. I knew something like that was a thing at some point. Oh yeah, did you know as well? Speaking of like movies that were planned but never came through, which would have been amazing. There's been a tease for this Hellraiser remake for the longest time. I'm really glad that Clive Barker's got the rights back because I think he's going to make a really good
100%.
remake. But there was a remake which I would have thought should have been good that were planned with the director of Martyrs attached. And I don't know anyone that understands fucking horrible suffering like the director of fucking Martyrs does. I mean,
Yeah.
I've got a lot to say. I've got a lot to say about Martyrs that I generally don't like that film. I think it's very pretentious and tries to be edgy and dark for the sake of it. But when it comes to like portraying really horrible shit, that director knows how to portray that, and I think he would have been really good to do a Hellraiser film. But it fell through, which is a shame.
A lot of them Hellraiser films as well weren't Hellraiser films. I think Deader and another one, they just had the Hellraiser name slapped on them with cameos of Pinhead and Judgment. And was Judgment the newest one? Which was complete dog shit.
I've only seen the first two. I refuse to watch any more.
The first three, obviously Hellworld, they're good. But well, my wife talks in.
I can't hear what he's saying.
Yeah. The next question.
James Millership asks, "What's your favourite deleted scene from a film?"
Oh.
I got one. I quite like the scene in Aliens where it gives you context of how long Ripley has been out in space for, where she's sitting in that little room where it looks like she's outside but she's not, and they bring her the photo of her daughter who's now
of
old age, and that really gives you that kind of like horrible emotional weight that she's missed her daughter's whole life because she's been stuck in like hypersleep for 57 years. I thought that was a good kind of connect the dot kind of deleted scene that I think made sense if they kept it in.
For me, it's back. It's my dog's been a C again. Alien 3, where you find an alien escapes the furnace. The guy lets him free because that was never in the original cut. It makes sense why that whole scene happened.
Yeah, the assembly cut is the definitive way to watch that film. I love that film. I'm a big fan of that movie.
Yeah, I really like 3. I think it's brilliant, and I know you hate 4. I like bits in 4.
I can't stand it. Where was we? Okay, cool. James also asks, did you used to rent movies from Blockbusters? Yes and no. So when I'm talking about being a kid and actually renting VHSs, we sometimes went and rented from Blockbuster back in the day when I was a kid. But we used to have this random dude drive around in his car and have a bootload of videos. And he used to always do a round every week, and we used to just rent them off him. totally illegal now. I recognise it's totally illegal. But we'd open it up. I remember like picking out Mortal Kombat and like, oh, I got to watch that. And my mum was like, no, you can't have it. You're too young. I'm like, oh. And just
I had an
like,
experience with blockbusters. My first experience. My dad took me in there. What film do you want to watch? Can I watch Aliens? He's like, no, it's not for you. I want to watch Aliens. If I get you Aliens, you've got to sit there and watch it. So he sat me in front of the screen, held me, and I cried through the whole film because I was petrified. I love horror films now, so forced me to watch the film that I chose.
I remember being a kid and having a wall of VHSs in the front room, and my dad had this. He had a pirate copy of Alien 3, and I always used to pick it out because I used to like the whole kind of spiraled alien front cover. I used to look at it and go like, "Oh, I want to watch it." I'm like, 7 years old, and he'd be like, "If you watch that, son, you'll have nightmares. I mean, you can watch it if you like, but you have nightmares." I was just like, "No."
Shows my age. I went to see Alien 3 in the cinema, and I think it was the first film I see with that certification. And I see it on my own. And with watching Aliens indoors, you can control the volume. And I'm going to cinema, it's super fucking loud, watching this film that's going to scare the shit out of me. And it was I survived. I survived. It's all right.
Yeah. You probably saw Jake Blower in the comments in the chat saying about changing, because we were going to do a collab, changing that collab to a stream. We were going to talk about our introduction to horror. So that's something to look forward to. And I've got a lot of things kind of goes with that story of Alien 3. It kind of goes into that. So that'll be a fun stream whenever we get around.
Looking forward to that.
Figuring out a time and whatnot. Where were we? Right, Luke asks or says all right, he says, I think after the new Mortal Kombat movie has come out, I think they should do another new game than after it for PS5 and Xbox Series X. I think. What do you think, Rob? And have you seen the new trailer today?
I don't think we'll get another game. That for a long time, because they're supporting it with DLC and new characters. Aftermath was a DLC with loads more characters. I don't want to see any more trailers for the film. We've almost seen the full film. We must have seen probably about 15 minutes of footage. What else can they show us? But I do believe Cole is going to be Tremor. If you ever know, do you know the history of Tremor? Do you know about Tremor?
I don't know the history, but I've seen theories about that myself.
Because he's got the kind of
armor and stuff, doesn't he?
And his face, the newest trailer, he had almost like a rock body, and he had kind of almost like a brown belt. I don't know. It could be Baraka. People were saying Baraka as well because he had the spikes. But I'm in awe to Mortal Kombat, and I haven't got to see in the cinema. I can sit there and watch it in my pants. Happy days.
Yeah. I'm so hyped for that film, but I think I'm so hyped for it to the point where I don't care that it's not in the cinema. I mean, it's a shame, but the fact that I can just sit indoors and just get fat on snacks and stuff,
and then watch it again. I booked a day off work. I'm ready. Even if it's shit, it's amazing. It can't be shit. It can't be shit.
Because I've noticed a lot of people are complaining about how, they showed too much in the trailer. They did, but they had to do that to show they meant business, right? Because if they're promoting fatalities and blood and guts, they've got to show some of that in the trailer to get people in, especially the fans of the games. So
I'm on board.
Look, like, it's a Mortal Kombat film. I just want to see these classic characters beat the fuck out of each other and see blood and guts. That's what I want, and I think that's what we're gonna get.
And I want it to end with Shao Kahn. I want to see. We see a statue. I want to see him in the flesh. Bang.
Well, like the end of the '95 film, you weak and pathetic fools! I've come for your souls. I don't think so. Oh man,
it's bad, but so good. It's good.
I can't help but feel like Christopher Lambert is such a like an odd casting choice for Raiden in that original film.
He's in there's DLC where you can use his character image in the game with his voice.
Yeah, I've got them. I literally like two or 3 weeks ago I bought the Ultimate Edition Mortal Kombat 11.
It's brilliant. It's phenomenal. It's the best. It's the story in these games. Now you're playing a proper full campaign. It's amazing.
I suck at it really bad though. I'm really bad at fighting games.
Stick on easy. Enjoy it.
If there's any kind of games that made me lose my temper, it's fighting games. This is a cool one that I don't really have an answer for. James asks, "Who's your favorite person you have met at a Comic-Con?" I don't think I've met anyone.
It's George Romero.
That's cool as hell, though. That's cool.
It's done me. I was looking for him. Like, where is he? Warwick Davis was on the floor on a little table. I saw him down there, and then turned around, and next to me was Romero. It's like my dad. And the thing is, I've met Rob Zombie and all these people, but Romero wouldn't let you leave. You know, he'd done his signature, and he was just talking to you. It's like he was your dad, and it was amazing. It was amazing. He signed my Dawn of the Dead. And, yeah, I'll never have that experience again.
Yeah, that sounds awesome. Rest.
It's about 9 foot as well.
Is it really?
But I'm 6'2", and he's taller than me.
I'm 5'5". I'm a short bastard. I am.
Big shoes, man. That's all we need. Big shoes. Sorted.
Literally, I went to America to see a bunch of my American friends who I hadn't met in person before, but they were friends online. And literally, I got a friend called Bill, and he's literally fucking ginormous. Like, he must be like 7 foot, 8 foot.
He's a basketball player.
He's massive. Like, he's huge. So I got a picture on the wall. You can't see it from here, but I'm like, my two
full size of the wall.
like this. Yeah, like my two mates are like at least 3 feet taller than me. I'm like, they got their elbows on my head like that. I'm like, yeah, it's so sick. I'm such a short bastard. Favorite person I have met at Comic-Con. I don't really have any. If you're talking about celebrities, I don't really have any. I mean, I met the.
Who would you want to meet?
I mean, there's loads, isn't there? There's like Robert Englund would be cool to meet him. He could sign my awesome Freddy box set. There's loads of people. Derek Mears from the Friday the 13th remake. That'd be cool. Sign my because my favorite. That's my favorite Friday film. Is the remake. I know.
Best Jason as well.
Oh mate, he's just. I spoke to him last week. He's like, but yeah, he's the scariest Jason we got on screen in my opinion. I just think he's great. So if I met Derek Mears, that'd be cool. Just there's so many. You know, there's so many. Sigourney Weaver would be awesome. Yeah. There's too many to say, right? There's too many. I think the only quote unquote person that was anything that I met at a Comic-Con. I don't know her name, so I'm awful. I think we only went because my cousin fancied her and he wanted to meet her. Is the is the woman in Game of Thrones who goes shame and rings the bell? You know who that is?
This shame woman.
Yeah. That's all I know her as. Is the shame woman. And she gets raped off screen by the Mountain. Horribly, brutally killed by the Mountain off screen. But yeah, we met her and like straight away my cousin was like, you know, you're so beautiful. I'm like, for fuck's sake. Like
here all day.
Yeah, and she's like and she kind of laughed. She was like, it doesn't get you a discount, you know. I was like, touche.
So, do you remember that scene with the mountain? Do you want to reenact it? No.
What scene? It was cut away. You don't see it. What scene? Do you want me to join us a cut to black? You don't see nothing. Oh no! What are we on, Rob? We're talking nonsense. It's a good question from Bam. Did you like the Freddy Krueger as an add-on character in Mortal Kombat? I thought it was alright. I'd rather it have been the Robert Englund Freddy Krueger, but I thought it was alright.
I just want them all together in one game. You know what I mean? You got Jason and another with Leatherface. Just get him in a game together. Get them all together.
There's a game that has a lot of them in. It's called Dead by Daylight. I've not played it. There's a lot of DLC content that has Michael Myers, that has Leatherface in it.
It's got Silent Hill as well, I think, in there as well.
Yeah, it's got Pyramid Head. I think it's got Billy the Puppet, or it's got Jigsaw of some kind in there. I think it's got Pigface from Saw.
Okay.
Yeah, it's got a bunch of like horror icon kind of DLC characters you can play as the killer in that. I've not played.
It's multiplayer, isn't it? I think just multiplayer, isn't it?
Yeah, that's what kind of like makes me not bother because I've got no one to play it with, so I'm just like. I mean, I've got friends like Ramhammer who I can play it with, but he has it on PC. I have it on PS4, so it makes it a bit difficult. I've got a free version which I got for PS Plus.
Okay.
It interests me though. It's cool to go around as well.
I think Ash is there as well. Ash is in that as well, isn't he?
I think so. You know, I don't know. Ramhammer would know. He'll probably chime in a little bit and tell us all about it. This is a good question. Scott asks, "What's your favourite actor of all time?" I have two. I can mention.
Go first.
Two.
I'll think.
Right.
I'll think of this.
I've got two. They're for two different reasons. One is for acting, just acting ability, and the other one is for the fact that he's just brilliant and I love him. He might not be the best actor, but I just love him to pieces. Well, the one that I think is one of the greatest actors ever is Bryan Cranston. The guy is
Okay. Yeah.
fantastic. He's brilliant. Big Breaking Bad fan. So I just think he's incredible. And if you watch interviews with him, he's so interesting to talk about how he approaches acting. He's seems like a great human being in general. My number two, because I just love the guy, is Arnold Schwarzenegger. I fucking love Arnold Schwarzenegger to pieces. He can do no wrong in my eyes. He's not the best actor.
Even Last Action Hero.
Yeah, he's not the best actor in the world, but he's just entertaining. And sometimes that's all you need, isn't it? Is to be entertaining.
100%.
And
he's a
legend. He's a legend.
I would have probably between two. It'll be Alan Rickman and Gary Oldman.
Yeah, they're class. They're class as well. Yeah.
There's many more. Loads of women as well, but obviously they're the two that come to mind.
Like
great question.
People think it's weird when I think of, because whenever I think of Gary Oldman, I always think of his scene in Leon the Professional where he goes, "Call everyone." What, sir? Everyone. This is literally one of my favorite moments from an actor. That is because you can see the conviction in his voice and his face. He proper goes for it. I love it. I just think it's great.
It is quality.
And now I always do it now when everyone goes like, "So what you want?" Everything. Like stuff like that. It's great. Gary Oldman is like, I think the two you mentioned, Alan Rick, they're all legends.
Sorry, Danny. Yeah,
they're both legends. There's so many great actors though. Like it's really hard to pick a favorite. But if I like on the spot as we are now, I'd say Bryan Cranston and Arnold Schwarzenegger for me.
And I'm a big Affleck fan as well, and I keep mentioning Ben Affleck. I ain't got a man crush on him, but Affleck's coming to his own. He's from Kevin Smith films to where he is now in The Town. A lot of his newer stuff, he's phenomenal.
And who do you think he would put on the Batman cowl as well? Like, of all the people that you can, like, I remember when like he was cast, you're like, really him? And that's where the Batfleck kind of joke came from, right?
Yeah.
But then I remember seeing the trailer and he's like hench. I'm just like, okay, I reckon he's going to be killer. I think he's going to be good. You can say what you want about the actual film. I think it's okay, but it has its problems. But I think the whole Batman the warehouse fight in that film with Batman is awesome.
Yeah,
it's such a great action sequence. There's that joke where the film got such bad reviews. You got Sad Fleck, where he's in interviews like
next to Henry Cavill, and he's like, oh,
he's like super sad because no one liked the film.
He'd be smiling there.
Oh yeah. I just hope that they bring them all back and carry on Snyder's idea for the
Snyderverse. They should. There's a couple of films planned.
I mean, don't get me wrong. I'm super hyped for the Batman. That trailer, I was just like, oh, so excited! Like, it's like, so who the hell are you supposed to be? Grr.
Yeah.
Oh man, seriously, I'm hyped, man.
And a Sin City feel to it, isn't it? I think they're very dark. Yeah, I'm not a big fan, but I think, fingers crossed.
Yeah. I think I'm going by that trailer on its own. I think it's looking very promising. And I think I forget who's directing it. I forget his name. Whoever's directing it.
Is it Miller? The Miller guy, isn't it?
No, I forget his fucking.
Oh no, that was the Affleck one, wasn't it?
I forget his name, but yeah, he's got the look of Gotham bang on the money, in my opinion.
Yeah. Well, it was filmed down. A lot of it was filmed down here, in Liverpool.
Yeah, I know. Yeah. Did you get to witness any of that yourself?
Yeah. I put some footage up of I see him on the bike and stuff. Nice. And they'll look at all the old Gotham dirty cars and buses. It's cool. Right, it's surreal.
We're getting back into some Hellraiser comments. Ramhammer says, having recently watched all the Hellraiser films, I can honestly say the first two are the only worth watching, and maybe the third one.
Hell
Interesting.
World. No, Hell on Earth is number 3. Was all right, and I liked number 10. Hell World. It's like almost like a video game. You unlock
Yeah,
the
I heard
box
about that
online.
one. I heard about that
Lance
one.
Henriksen one.
Oh,
But
interesting.
most shit.
They got someone like him in that film. Wow.
Yeah. Well, I could probably get him in a video for a tenner. I think he don't do much anymore.
All you got to go on is you just go on Cameo and just pay just to have them say subscribe to Rob. Is that how you got the Commander Shepherd to do that?
No, he's a friend of mine on Facebook. I've
Oh,
known him for
really?
years.
Right.
But I did pay for one for a friend, a wrestling guy. I got him to Tonka from the 80s to do a shout out to him. He's a big wrestling fan. It was like 20 quid.
That's cool though. That's cool. Bam says I need to watch the original Mortal Kombat movies. No, just the first one. Don't watch Annihilation. Don't waste your
And
time.
they've done a web series as well, which is really good. Hold on. Oh, Legacy.
Yeah,
The two Legacy. You've got same guy playing Shang Tsung there. Legacy 1, Legacy 2. Really good seasons.
It goes in a wildly different direction than you could think of when it concerns Mortal Kombat, doesn't it? It's very different.
Yeah. Well, isn't the guy from Starship Troopers in the second one play Johnny Cage? Casper Van Dien with a big old chin.
I've not seen that in ages, so I can't really remember. But yeah, also, Bam, I would recommend also watching Mortal Kombat Scorpion's Revenge, the animated film. It's fantastic.
Yeah, brilliant.
I've got it on Blu-ray. It's so good.
Stay away from Conquest. That was a shit TV show.
I don't think you really can actually because I was morbidly curious for that series, and from what I remember, you only can get like one DVD with 2 episodes on it. You can't actually get the whole series.
There is a series you can get. This one. Here we go again. Look, Rob. This box set, UK one.
Wow. Is it atrocious?
Spoiler territory. The last episode. Will you ever watch it? Do you mind? Or
go ahead, man. It's all good.
Well, the very last episode, you got not Shang Tsung. You got Shao Kahn sitting there, and he goes through the flashbacks of all the characters in the whole series, and he's killed them all. And it ends. He goes like Kung Lao, and he's got his hat dead, and he just kills all the characters in the last 10 minutes, and it ends.
Wow.
It's just, but it's got some bits in it. It's Christina Loken's first acting role, I think, before she became the TX.
Oh, okay, interesting.
She was I can't remember her name.
She went from shit to shit then, basically.
She went to shit to the T shit, yeah.
Yeah.
Getting thrown into toilets.
Right, moving on. This is a good question. Are you gonna do some Blu-ray hunting after lockdown? Yeah, I can't wait to get back to HMV, man. I'm looking forward to that.
Yeah, I love doing them. I always ask. I'll go in the stores, ask them, do you mind if I film? And they let me run around. I'll get funny looks off people. But I'm going to be doing a tour. I'll be driving around from Liverpool down to Essex and go into people's towns. If anyone wants to get involved, jump in, be on a video, let me know. I'll come and see you as well.
Yeah, I don't drive, so you might have to come right to my house.
I can't pick you up. We go on a tour with our COVID masks.
Yeah,
I'm ready. No one probably is it.
Sounds like a plan to me, man. But yeah, I'm not really one to film because I know a lot of some of our friends and channels and that do those shop vlogs and that. It's not something I really feel comfortable doing myself.
The way I do it, which is easy, you ask permission and literally don't talk. All I do is I go to an area, film a bit, and then get home, edit together, and dub over the top of it. Yeah, so I don't walk around talking.
Yeah, I think that's what Jamie Powell does, right? He does the same kind of thing. Yeah. But yeah, I'm looking forward to HMV opening. See, it's the same thing. I've noticed a lot of people give HMV flack for being quite pricey, but I've recently, when it was open last before lockdown, I found that sometimes HMV can be a lot cheaper than your online places.
They do some good deals. A lot of stuff tends to be in some good offers, and the bargain bins are amazing.
When they do two for £15 on the premium collection, I'm all on that because I love that collection of films.
And it's probably 2-3 times a year they do it.
And I usually spend all my money, and then I'm broke. But yeah, I'm looking forward to getting out to actual shops. You know, people say, you know, oh yeah, it's going to be all digital in the future, but I just don't think, you know, actual physical shop fronts will go away. I just don't see it
So,
myself.
and it
Too many
takes one
people
person
use.
to press a button to delete your digital stuff. Where you got a physical
Yeah,
copy, you can always watch it.
yeah. I just think like general, you know, brick and mortar stores won't be going away
No.
because sometimes people like my mum, right? For example, she doesn't do Amazon. She doesn't do any of that online stuff. So for Christmas, she goes to me, "Oh, Jason, what do you want for Christmas?" Like, it's my birthday in May as well. She'd be like, "Jason, what do you want for your birthday?" Like, I don't know, but I usually tell her, "Well, what I would like to have, you can't usually get because you tend to have she has to go out to her shops and get them." But
Right.
sometimes, if it's like for me, if it's like a exclusive Blu-ray release on a specific label, you only can get it online or something. She can't get it, so it's it's so people like that, my mum, who she basically is lost without shops.
Mm.
That's why I don't think shops will go away because you've got people like that that don't really care for the online shopping side of things.
But you're paying, even if you pay a little bit more, you're paying for that experience. You know, you're picking up the copy you're buying from the shelf rather than ordering one online, getting it all smashed up, loose boxes. I like physically pick. Like I won't go into Asda's to buy a movie. I want to go in HMV to buy a movie. I want to buy a game from Game. Do you know what I mean? I want to
Yeah,
buy them in the shops they're meant to be purchased in.
even like second-hand shops like CEX, right? So I go into CEX, right? I don't really shop there very well because I don't think they're very great in terms of a actual store.
I think it swings around about, doesn't it?
They're good for trade-ins, but that's about it. But
Mm.
like the one thing about I like about them is that if they've got multiple copies of a film or a game, I can pick out the best case.
Yep.
Well fussy about that, so I'm just like, well, that case is shite. That case is shite. And if you find a film, if they've got like 4 copies of like I don't know, for example, I bought Pacific Rim on Blu-ray from CEX. They had 5 copies. Uh, I found one copy that had the best case, and then I just took the
All right.
slip cover off of the other copy and put it on mine and bought it. So I made sure I got the best
Yeah.
case, but I also took the slip cover as well.
They tend to
So
throw slips, which is shocking.
I can't believe it, especially ones that are like super limited as well. It's crazy.
Yeah.
It's crazy. CX are a bit weird with the way they operate. James says he's looking forward to a tour of England. So yeah,
I'll be there.
yeah,
I might do a little roadmap and start ticking things off.
massive road
We
trip.
should start potentially just after Mortal Kombat if we're allowed to drive anywhere.
Well, I think, uh, I think after Easter, I think 2 weeks from Monday, I think the rules are shops are reopening
Yeah.
and people can meet up to 6 people outside. Two
What about
housemates.
travel though? Is it a travel issue or
I don't know.
no
I
one
don't.
knows it though?
Yeah,
Because I can only do my tours on weekends. I have weekends off, so if I go down south, it's taking me 3 hours, 4 hour drive. I'll see my family down there, so that I can do Kent, I can do Ashford, I can go down to Bournemouth, and up north I can go. You know, we see where it takes us. Out on
yeah,
the road
yeah. I've not
with
heard
Jason.
anything. I've not heard anything about travel restrictions or anything like that, so I don't know. Um,
Okay.
it's also like so. For example, I'm in a band, right? So I mean, I'm in 2 bands. I play drums, and the whole idea of studios being allowed to stay open to rehearsing is a bit of a grey area because
Right.
on one side there's like my local studio down the road from me. He's been closed since like November because he's not sure the legalities of the allowed being open. But we go to another local studio that's open anyway because apparently the government has deemed music studios as a workplace, so they
Okay.
deem bands as a form of employment.
Mm.
So technically, we can go and rehearse, but that's not been that's not been clearly stated,
Yeah.
like properly actually addressed. So there's a big grey area. So my bands don't know whether we can actually. Oh, can we really go and rehearse there, or is it actually they actually stay open? They're actually being a bit dodgy
Not
at the
very
moment.
clear, is it at all?
Yeah, it's really weird. It's really strange. I try to avoid the news though, if I'm honest,
Yeah.
for
It's
my
just
own
all
mental
depressive, isn't
health.
it? It's all
It's
nothing
all
positive.
no. There's this big row with EU at the moment, isn't there, about the vaccine? But anyway, I'm gonna keep away from that. Bad. I need to catch up with his comments because we got to the end and then loads more came. So I was like, oh my god, we're 4 years behind again. That's standard though. Right, where are we? Where was we? I've forgotten. I done that one. Yep, done that. Done that. Yeah. Yeah. Ramhammer clarifies. Ash is in Dead by Daylight.
Cool.
But he's not very popular.
Groovy.
As long as he's got his boomstick and his chainsaw arm, then I bet he's a bit fun. So actually saying that, if he's not popular, maybe that means he's bad to play. I don't know.
Probably just runs around scared, doesn't he?
Right,
I'm badass and I'm good ass. You're good little two shoes. Sorry.
We're so late on this, but welcome, Film Geek. Welcome to the stream. Thanks for jumping in. I bet they posted this about 4 years ago.
Yeah, they're gone already.
Yeah. Oh, that's a good question. Bam the Collector, favorite vampire film?
Lost Boys.
Fright Night
or
85. Fright
Vampires.
Night 85.
Oh, I prefer the remake, don't I?
Yeah, I know. Yeah. I know. Thing is, I've not seen the remake, so I can't comment.
John Carpenter's Vampires is very good as well.
Very underrated. I really
sequel was shit, isn't it?
Is there a sequel?
Yeah, I'm lost. Let's call Vampires Lost something. Lost story. Lost movie.
I didn't even know there was a sequel, but yeah, John Carpenter's Vampires I think was quite underrated. I quite enjoyed that film.
Good film.
Yeah. It's pretty good.
Not Twilight.
I've not seen those. I've not seen those films out of principle.
Spark the Vampires can fuck off.
Scott asks, do you think they will make a proper Turtles film? Proper Turtles film, love the 90s film, not too hot on the Michael Bay ones. I'd say no.
There is rumours that the people that made the first film have been given a script for another one, but a darker Mirage Turtles film, like an adult version of Turtles. I'd like to see that, but I don't think we're going to get. I think the next one's a cartoon on Netflix. I think there's a movie on that, but I don't think we get a true Turtles sequel with suits, which is the best Turtles film.
Yeah, that 90s Turtles film. It's my like in my top 5 favorite films of all time.
It's brilliant, and I've got love for 2 as well. I like Toko Raza.
Yeah, two's fun. They're babies.
Yeah, mama.
Yeah, I do. I do like the sequel as well. I've not seen Turtles 3 in years, so I don't have any memories of that film that much.
I have never watched it all the way through, and I've got every Turtles figure ever made. I've got Turtles tattooed over my chest. I can't watch Turtles 3. It's too bad.
Isn't I swear I think I heard this from maybe I forget who it was. Maybe it was from your channel or it could be Jamie's channel. That Mikey's like literally hardly in the film. Is it Mikey? I guess he gets kidnapped. He's hardly in the film.
One of them does. I've watched bits, and I will watch it. It's one like Terminator 3. I always say to the wife, "Let's watch Terminator 3 for a laugh," and never watch it because it's so bad. It's that with Turtles 3 for me.
Yeah, I think going back to 90s Turtles, I think the original 1990 Turtles I think is a perfect Turtles film in my opinion. Yeah. It successfully splices the cartoon, the 80s cartoon, with the darker edge of the comics, and it actually tells that first arc of the comics, which is great. It has the Shredder is amazing in that film. He looks the absolute bollocks. The soundtrack is incredible. I just think it's a perfect Turtles film. However, I will say the Michael Bay ones, I quite enjoy them for what they are. They're not great.
Yeah, I think they're good.
I think they're entertaining. The only thing that puts me off those films is maybe you can answer this question for me, Rob. How can you be a ninja if you're fucking a 9-foot turtle?
9-foot turtle, yeah, it's not ninja-like. What people forget as well is in the comics, Shredder dies in the very first issue. He gets killed off right at the beginning, and he's like this. When you think of a bad guy, you think of Krang, and that's why the Michael Bay ones are good. Bebop Rocksteady, but
Yeah.
Shredder is the main man. Although he was like Megatron in the Bay ones, in the first one, and they kind of changed the actor and made him a bit of a pussy. It's Shredder. Shredder's the man.
Yeah, it was. Yeah, the Michael Bay film, Shredder was probably the weakest part of that first Michael Bay one
Yep,
because he was, yeah, he was literally like a giant robot Shredder.
yep.
Um, I liked seeing, all the fan service. I generally think the Out of the Shadows film's better than the first one because
But
it
the
gives us.
more I think about it, if you got a 7 foot, 8 foot turtle, and you got a Shredder as a person, he would have to be a big robot to fight him, wouldn't
Yeah, I suppose. Yeah, yeah, but that's probably why I like the '90s version better because he just doesn't give a fuck. He's just like just owns them at the end, and he just goes
he? Yeah,
like he dies, and then
flipping
just
them.
fucking then just Splinter just turns up and just owns the guy.
Yep,
But
little
yeah,
flip over the balcony.
yeah. Let's fingers crossed for that faithful fourth Turtles film. But
No female
right,
turtle.
yeah, it's going back to just the conclusion of this question. Yeah, I have no faith that we'll get a proper Turtles film that's as good as the original '90s film.
Unless fans make it.
Yeah, less fans make it. I did like the CGI TMNT film. That was good. Is
I
that
think it's
technically
brilliant.
a
Yeah,
canonically full film?
it's supposed to be four because obviously when it goes to their lair, I think you see Shredder's helmet there from Secret of the Ooze. But it's supposed to be a sequel where they're all kind of split apart. It's good. TMNT is a great film.
Yeah, yeah. I think I saw it in the cinema. I can't remember though. It's a while ago. Uh, we're so behind on comments. It's unreal. Film Geek says, "Sorry, I'm late. It's fine. We're late as
Can't believe people are
late."
still here. Do you know what I mean? It's crazy.
Yeah,
Longest stream so far.
I mean, we went down to like 8 people. Now we're up at 11 again. So thanks so much everyone for
Wow.
tuning in. It's been amazing. It's been great. Right, Film Geek, boom. I've been rewatching the Mortal Kombat trailer and I'm actually kind of excited for it now. Shame I don't think I'll be able to watch it for a while after it releases. That's a shame. That really is a shame. That is a shame. Yeah, I'm like we've gone over this already. We're super excited for that film. Boosh. James asks, "Do you remember a series called The Tribe?" No, I don't know what that is. Sorry.
My wife goes on about it all the time. I don't know what it is. She keeps saying, "Have you watched it?" I don't remember. She loves it.
Bam says he's got high hopes for the new Batman film. So do I. So do I, man. I'm actually quite hyped for that.
Curious about the penguin in that, but we'll have a look. See if we can pull that
Colin,
off.
Colin Farrell in it. Is it Colin Farrell?
Yeah, it just looks a bit strange, but it's better than DeVito, surely.
Scott is asking, I guess, both of us to come to Bristol. It's a bit violent over there, though, now, right in there. It's a bit violent right now. I don't know.
I'll be all right.
It's a bit violent.
I'll wear me cosplay.
Philip Baker says Liverpool needs a bigger HMV or another store.
Yeah, it used to be a massive build. It used to be where I think Foot Locker used to be. It's still 2 floors. It's one of the bigger ones, but not as big as like the one in Birmingham we went to. That was massive.
There used to be. I'm so upset that it's gone. But in Piccadilly Circus in London, there used to be this massive HMV. It was
Yeah.
like 4 stories, and now it's not there anymore. I'm just like,
No, I used to go
so
there every lunch. I used to run Kingdom of Sweets in Leicester Square, and
oh no,
it's massive, wasn't it?
yeah. I think it's like a Sports Direct now or something. I don't know. Oh my god, the sacrilege! Ramhammer says for Ash in Dead by Daylight, he has neither the boomstick or the chainsaw / gauntlet. What?
It's not
Weird.
Ash, not Ash. It's someone dressing up as him, surely.
I think if you're Ash, you're not the killer. You're one of the survivors. So that's might be why.
Look like the Jason game they released from the Friday the 13th game.
I have fun with that game though.
It's good. It's good. It's good.
It's fun. I remember having a game on that, and because like if you're on open mic with a bunch of just randos that you're playing with, it's so much fun because I had a bunch of Americans on my game. And I'm one of the counselors, and you've got this Jason, but it's a girl on the mic going, "Hello there, Do you want to see my wares? I have lots of knives and sharp things. Oh, come on, I won't buy it. I was like, no, it's all right. I don't need any more knives. No, it's all right. It was quite fun. Some people can role play and have a good time with that game. It's fun. It's really fun. James asks, Rob, did you collect the Back to the Future magazine to build the DeLorean?
I wanted to, but this is going to be. I've never watched Back to the Future. I know people have put it on I've never seen it. I don't own it. I know.
What?
They're saying that.
That's it. I've got the trilogy set on Blu-ray. I don't want it anymore because I want to upgrade to the later release. So I'm just going to send it to you, sir.
You haven't got to do that, man.
I'm going to, because I can't believe it's one of the greatest trilogies ever. How?
I remember as a kid. I don't know how this happened. I think it was like Butlins. It was like a free cinema, and I walked into a screen and I see a flying train. I'm like, what the fuck is this? As a kid, and never see it. I think that's probably the third film, isn't it? I should. I'm a film. I should see it. I should watch them. But the DeLorean looked cool. Never built it.
Anyway, expect a subscriber mail from me next week.
Thank you. I'm not building I'm building the Ecto one and the Terminator at the moment. So any more, the wife will divorce me.
Is it a case of is your house a case of would you like a house with your stuff rather than would you like stuff for your house?
Well, in my old house, I was allowed a room for all my stuff, and she said the deal was you can only have that room for a year. So all my stuff is boxed up. I've got a cupboard full of my Alien Kenner figures, another cupboard with my Ninja Turtles and blooming Ghostbusters, and I've got more combat behind me at the moment because that's the thing at the moment for me. Yeah. It's just no room.
I mean, I bought. You can't really see them here, but I bought new shelving for my stuff.
They're cool.
Because I ran out of space as well. But I've only got. Obviously, I live with my mum, so I've only got a room. But yeah, space is a real thing that no one talks about when it comes to collecting these days.
It's getting smaller, so.
Film Geek says he's still here. Barely though, almost falling asleep. Are we that boring?
Oh,
sorry,
God. We must be sorry.
This is a good one. James asks, "Do you like The Crow?" I think it's very, very overrated. That's it.
Oh, I think it wasn't Edward Furlong in Crow Salvation. I like the first one, and they went off track. And I really was looking forward to the Jason Momoa remake, which is never going to happen now.
He's a good choice, though. Actually, thinking about it,
Spawn.
He's a good choice. Yeah. I'm well confused. I can't remember our talking point for this comment to connect to.
All right, let's have a go.
Bam says that's why people think Robert Pattinson will fail in the new Batman movie. So what were we talking about? That this
with Twilight?
Oh yeah, maybe.
Oh no, Affleck, wasn't it? Affleck. We're talking about Affleck, but no one thinking he'd be a good Batman. And this is the same as Pattinson.
Yeah, and I remember
typecast.
Yeah, we mentioned Twilight, and I said I haven't watched those out of principle because I've heard they're shite. And maybe that's what he means. Oh yeah, because he was in Twilight, that's why people think he's going to fail as Batman. But I think he's a good actor. I think I've not seen The Lighthouse, but loads of people say that he's incredible in that film.
He's a very small Batman. When I see him on set, he wasn't that big. But it's year one. Is it year one? I think.
Year two
of him being Batman. Okay, yeah, so he'll have to grow into that cape, and then the bat butt cheeks.
Bam says Megan Fox, heart eyes. No thanks. That's all I got to say.
She is not April.
She's
got kicked off Transformers, didn't she?
I tell you what, though, right? Your wife's cosplay was more accurate to April O'Neil than Megan Fox could ever be.
She made that.
It's good. I have a really big appreciation for cosplayers because I think if you're gonna make your own costume and look the fucking deal, it's really, really clever. I think it's really cool. I don't have the patience to make my own cosplay.
I see the Harley Quinn one, mate. You made a massive hammer for a Harley Quinn one. Ridiculous size hammer.
Oh, yeah. Bam says, I'm guessing this is to do with the DeLorean, building the DeLorean. He's just bought the first 2 issues.
Okay. It's a good build. And the thing is, it's best to do the build now because obviously It's been out, I think, for a few years now. So all the kinks have been worked out of it. So you should get spot on issues. You can always buy issues on eBay now.
James asks, "What's your favourite X-Men film?" Mine is X-Men First Class.
For the newer ones, I would have said that, but I like X2.
X2 is good. I mean, I
Would you class Logan as an X-Men film?
Yeah, like I mean, like it isn't because it doesn't have the X-Men prefix, but like Logan is the best film in the X-Men universe, if that counts.
Yeah,
I love Logan. I think it's fantastic. It was the closest thing we ever got to a Last of Us movie.
Yeah, I think so.
It's quite similar in its like vibe. But yeah, I do plan to get the new Blu-ray set that's coming out for X-Men. I am baffled why Logan isn't in it. It doesn't make sense.
It's got New Mutants in it, doesn't it?
No, I've not seen that yet, but because I do plan to do a ranking video for the X-Men. That's why I want to get that set and watch through them all and then do a ranking. But I've
still got to do my DC one.
I already know what my bottom one is, but I won't say it here because it might trigger people. It's Apocalypse. I thought Apocalypse was dog shit. So there we go. Spoilers.
No, it is shit. It's got Ivan Ooze in it. The Power Rangers.
Oh mate, that Power Rangers movie when I was a kid, it's just like, who the hell are you supposed to be with the Power Rangers? Oh, get my autograph book.
Get my autograph book. It's like a poor man Freddy, wasn't he?
Yeah, I was about to say that. You read my mind. Our minds are like intertwined, my friend. Yeah, I was about to say.
You know, we should do the fusion. We should fuse.
Yeah.
What would that fusion name be? Would it be Robert?
ROBAFETT'S Bounty or something like that? I don't know.
That was it.
I don't know, but if we'll probably do it wrong, and then we'll be a fat, horrible looking.
We'll definitely have your hair though. So I ain't got much. And joint beards.
So when the barbers and that reopen, are you actually going to shave all yours off and go bald?
I was going to do it potentially for my stream on Sunday. Cut all the hair off and the beard. I was going to do it myself.
And the beard. Oh my.
Yeah.
You got.
I might be beardless on Sunday.
You got to remain in the beard club, my friend.
Or just a moustache. Might have the handlebars. Or Hogan.
Whatever floats your boat, man. But I like the beard. The beard works for me. So yeah, you know.
For me, it just hides the chins.
Right, my friend Jason, also known as Keeping It Toon YT, says Robert Pattinson. God, I can't stand the guy. I see a trailer of him as Batman, and God, his voice is cringe. I don't think I will ever bring myself. Yeah, but like you say, his voice. I thought Christian Bale was shite as Batman. His voice was even worse. I think
the Bale voice. I don't know why people like the voice of Bale's Batman is ridiculous.
Swear to me.
Where is it?
I hate it. There's a bit in like Dark Knight Rises where he's on top of this like building. He's talking to Catwoman,
holding the guy off the edge, isn't he?
And she walks away, and he talks to himself in that voice. So that's how it works. That's what it feels like. I'm like, you're on your own. Don't put the voice in, you fucking idiot. Like, it's awful. Like, yeah, I don't love those films like a lot of the Batman fans do. I think they're good, but I just don't see myself rewatching them anytime soon. But Jason, fair enough. Your opinion is valid, but I just disagree.
Definitely.
I think he's going to be a good. I've got a feeling he might be a good, especially where he's meant to be this young Batman, young and naive
detective,
Batman.
isn't
he? Yeah, I think he'll be pretty good. And if you can't stand him solely because he's in Twilight, then maybe you need to watch some of his other films. I don't know.
Yeah. Harry Potter.
Oh yeah. Also, my friend Jason rants that you've never seen Back to the Future, and he's telling
Sorry.
me to end the stream. He's telling me to end the stream. I will make that call, Jason, whether I end the stream or not. Okay. All right. Thank you very much.
I will watch it soon.
Oh, you got to. I'm sending this to you. So you got to. Oh God! Right, Rob. We've gone well over what I planned this to be. It's like 11 o'clock. Wow. Scott asks, Scott asks, Rob, are you going to watch WrestleMania? I myself love the WWE, but watching it since been watching since I was a kid. Okay, cool. I'm a big wrestling fan, so I'll be watching it as well.
See, the one thing I do watch every year is WrestleMania, and the last one where they spread it over 2 nights was an easy watch. And when it started to go to like 12 hours, you lose it, you get bored. So having it on 2 nights, yeah, I'm excited. I'm still a Goldberg fan. I don't like what they've done with the Fiend. They brought him back. It's a bit strange now, but yeah, I'm looking forward to it.
I'm a bit different with the Fiend though, because I think they've told such a good long-term storyline. Going all the way back to when Randy Orton burnt down the complex.
His house, wasn't it?
It's kind of like comes full circle. Randy burnt down the complex, and now he's burnt the Fiend. The Fiend's come back, and he's all fucking melted and messed up. I think it works. I think it's good. And if you don't fancy Alexa Bliss, I don't know who you are. Yes, please. Yes, please, my friend.
So we are looking forward to the Mania. And if you look at for what I did when I got married, because weddings are so boring, I done a WWE theme entrance. I come out with a Bobby Roode glorious robe with a title on.
I think I've seen photos. I think you put up like an anniversary photo of a bunch of photos.
My very first video on my channel is me coming out, my entrance.
Was it glorious?
Glorious, just standing there with the glorious groom on the back.
Is it like all the lights like come on you like spotlights?
There's all diamonds on it and stuff, and I've got a title belt on, an expensive one.
So what you're saying is that you was the bride in that wedding?
I was pretty much, but she didn't know about it. So when she come out, people are still laughing. So people think they're laughing at her, but it wasn't the case.
Luke says, "Bye guys, I'm off now. Been fantastic watching you guys. Thanks a lot, Luke. He's probably
thank you. Thanks for staying. It's almost as long as Justice League. This is the Snyder cut. This has to be the Snyder cut of our video. Where would have to be black and white next week?
That's a great shout. Black and white. I don't know how you would do that on this stream though.
Just paint ourselves.
What was I going to say? I forgot what I was going to say. But yeah, Luke's probably long gone by the time we got to his comment.
He's already getting up for tomorrow.
My friend Jason commented, but I don't understand what he means, so I'm not going to click on it because I don't understand what he says. He says, and when the space becomes tight, I comes along some bags and say, please clarify what you mean, Jason. I don't understand that comment at all, personally. Basically, my friend Jason lives up. He's like 2 minutes away from me. He lives up the road.
Okay.
And when I've got stuff I don't want, I know he'll like. I say, "Do you want this?" He'll go, "Yeah." He'll come over and just take it. So that's what he means by bags and takes. It's like a little in joke we have. But I don't understand what he means by this comment. But anyway, let me know, Jason, what you actually mean because I'm a bit confused. We got the big man. We got Big Paulie in guys.
There he is.
Thanks so much, Big Paulie, for jumping in. Means a lot.
Legend. He is the man that made me become a YouTuber. And I'm proud to be an admin of his group.
You are. I keep forgetting you are an admin, aren't you?
Or a moderator.
Moderator, yeah.
Just kind of, I feel privileged. He is a legend.
Yeah, I've heard that Paulie is the king of our circle, the king of our community. Yeah.
The king of the lightning shirts. Legend.
Yeah, I saw the video where he was like, "I'm retiring these shirts." I was like, "Oh."
But he's still wearing them.
I know.
Maybe found them elusive shirts on eBay.
James asks, "Who's your favorite character in Ghostbusters?"
I'm walking down here.
Are we going for OG or are we going for? It's got to be OG, surely. No one likes the remake.
I've not seen the remake, so I can't even comment.
For me, it's not even a Ghostbuster. It's got to be Vigo from Ghostbusters 2.
Okay.
The painting.
Yeah, that used to scare the life out of me as a kid, man. Like it's really funny because me and my friends, we were like, oh, you can just go and buy the painting off of eBay. I was like, no, I don't want it in my house. They're like, no, thank you. Is that bit in Ghostbusters 2 where Sigourney Weaver's character is putting her baby in the bath and the slime comes out
The
and
bathroom. Yeah.
literally like 6-year-old me gave me nightmares for bloody months.
And don't Janusz turn up in the like dressed up as a maid, pushing the pram with freaky eyes?
Yeah. My favourite
Quality.
character in Ghostbusters is not even a Ghostbuster either. It's probably Rick Moranis' character. I forget his name, but I think he's hilarious.
Lewis Tully.
Yeah, especially in Ghostbusters 2, the whole court scene is hilarious. It's so good. That whole court scene
His
is great.
lawyer. And fingers crossed that he's actually in Afterlife. There's rumours that it's been delayed, he might have a cameo. I like it if he's in, like they pan away and he's got his solicitor company on the TV or something. So just a little nod to him.
Yeah, he hasn't acted for years, has he?
No,
Because I think his wife died of cancer and he hasn't really done anything since.
he gave up acting to look after his kids, which is honourable. And then
Yeah,
he
yeah.
come back, and then didn't he get jumped in America? That was ridiculous.
Oh, I've not heard about that, so I don't know. But yeah, he was a big actor in my childhood. Like
Mm.
Honey, I Shrunk the Kids, Honey, I Blew Up the Kids, Honey, We Shrunk Ourselves.
Little
What
Shop of
was it?
Horrors.
Little Shop of Horrors. What was that? Football one. Little Giants. He was in that. That was a good one.
Yep.
American football film. Yeah, he was in a ton of films in my childhood.
And then
The
he become
Flintstones,
voice actor for loads, didn't
the Flintstones movie, which is awful
he? Yeah,
now.
Barney Rubble.
As a kid, I loved it. That's a very strange film for a kids' film because it's all about like corporation greed, wasn't it? That film, if you think about
Yeah,
it, if you boil it down, it's all about just government, company greed and that. It's very
I'd quite
strange.
like to watch that again. To be honest, I've got fond memories of owning a pirate VHS of that when it come out. So I would watch that again. I think.
Right, Jason is elaborating on Thingy Bob. What's his name? Patterson. He says, "Oh no, I have seen most of his crap, and he's crap." All right. uh, he also says fans will be back in the arena at Mania this year. Yeah, they're anticipating about 20,000 fans in attendance, which is better
Okay,
than fucking. It's better than nothing. I'm really looking forward to fans coming back. There's been
that's
so
another
many.
thing. WWE is one of the only game franchises, even 2K20, that I'll buy every year.
They've gone too simulation for me, to be honest with you. I'm waiting for the AEW video game.
Yeah, it's going to be some Cody.
Yes, mates. What am I doing? Well, where are we? Scott says, "Love tonight, guys. Thank you for everything you do." You're welcome, man. Thanks so much for dropping
It's a
by as
pleasure.
always.
Legend.
Thanks
He's
for
a
all the
top
support.
bloke.
Yeah, thanks for all the support on my videos, Scott. Man, really appreciate it. Okay, Jason elaborates on what he meant by that comment. You said you needed you said you needed to get a new unit because you need space, so you keep overfilling your room, which is when I arrive to relieve you of most of your possessions, so you can add more. Correction: possessions I don't want anymore that are not worth anything. Right? Bear that in mind. If they're worth anything, I will sell them to CEX. If they're not worth anything,
I'll see him in the
have
background in a minute, just removing your TV, just walking past.
can you imagine? He's like
Yep.
just whistling behind me. Oh, that would be a cameo and a half, wouldn't it?
Yeah.
5 minutes of fame, stealing my TV. I bet he'll comment and say, "I've already taken all your Blu-rays" or something like that. Bam says, back onto the wrestling content. I watched WrestleMania 32 in the Genesis cinema a few years back, and it was a great experience. I didn't realize they showed live shows, live broadcasts.
I didn't. That would be pretty cool to guys. I know they do like concerts, don't they?
Yeah, I heard about them doing the concert stuff as well.
So we used to have WrestleMania parties, me and about 12 of us, and just because you go into Mania thinking they're going to be amazing, and they're normally shit, aren't they? They're not the best, and then they're so predictable. The best one was when Zack Ryder won the belt.
Oh, wrestling's fun though. I got a family member who my family don't particularly like. Every time I post anything on my Facebook about wrestling, he comes up. He comes on and comments just to remind me how it's fake. I'm just like, no,
Yeah.
fake's a harsh word. He goes, "Oh, they're play acting. It's not real." I'm just like, I know, but
You
I
take
still,
a slack from someone, it's still going to hurt. It's still sportsmanship, isn't it? It's like it's got a storyline. It's perfect.
yeah, some
It's
stuff I think.
evolved over the years.
But I don't. I think some people that like him that keep reminding me that it's not real, as if I think it's real. And I know it's not. But
Yeah.
But the thing is, I find it entertaining. Um, yeah,
Yeah.
it's just like I don't think this guy realizes that people have died doing that stuff. Like
Yeah.
it can go wrong really easily. Look at Goldberg vs Undertaker. Goldberg almost killed the Undertaker
Yeah.
a couple of years
I
ago.
remember
Like,
When Owen Hart had that terrible accident, or that
yeah.
resulted in his death. I was remember watching it. He didn't see it cut. It cut away. But I remember watching live.
See, I didn't watch. I didn't get into wrestling until like '03, so I got into wrestling quite late. So I missed all the good stuff everyone talks about,
Mm.
like the Attitude Era
I,
and
I
stuff.
I left it after Attitude, and then only come back probably. I used to only come back for Manias, but I'm trying to catch up when I can because there's so much content now. AEW I loved, but then it's kind of it's getting a bit stale now. I think AEW.
Yeah, I got super hyped with it. With their when they did Double or Nothing for the first time, I remember me and my girlfriend, now ex girlfriend, we sat up and because we both connected through wrestling originally.
Okay.
Um, then we kind of grew apart during the pandemic and we're not together anymore. But I remember we were so excited. We obviously rented it in our room, like you rented it here, and we sat up and watched it, and it was like crazy good. I was super
Mm.
hyped. But when you got to the TV stuff, something just was missing. It wasn't as
Yeah.
I didn't think it was as captivating as the actual pay per views.
The
So yeah,
TNA when TNA started, it was phenomenal, and then it just went shit. There's no pun there. AJ Styles.
we got the King himself saying, "Too cold to swap out the shirts, but the new ones will return for the summer. Sometimes I feel like Zod in Superman 2, and now Neil before King Big Paulie. Hell yeah, sir. I tell you, I love those first two Superman films. They're so good.
The Snyder cut, not Snyder cut, the Richard Donner cut too. Is it two? Isn't it? Where one, which is a better cut.
The Richard Donner cut, yeah, it sheds more light on because I think there's a moment where where he gives up his powers to be with
Yeah.
Lois in Superman 2. He kind of just happens. He just turns up he just turns up. But in the Richard Donner cut, he actually like talks to his mum and his dad,
Mm.
and they talk to him how like if you do this, son, you can never go back or whatever. And it's more of a emotional scene and more kind of moral dilemma. He has a more of a struggle. You can tell he has a struggle with what he should do.
Mm.
Um, yeah, it's
And
a
then
much.
Superman 4 happened.
Oh
Oh,
Jesus!
Nuclear Man. What a cunt. I can say this time, I.
Look, you've been very good this whole stream. You can
I,
say it
I thought
once.
I put the C word in once.
I was really worried, right? Because my mum told me that my little cousin, she's like 11. She tuned into my stream last week, right? And I swear my bollocks off. And I was like, Mum, you realise that I swear like a dog, right? She's like, oh, I better phone her mum and let her know. Like 5 minutes before the stream, I was like, have you phoned her, Debbie? She's like, oh, I forgot. Is it really bad on your stream?
Ah.
I was like, no, I just swear a lot. She's like, oh, okay.
Don't
But
say shit or bugger.
I've not seen her in the chat, so hopefully she hasn't joined in today. Fucking hell! Can you imagine? No, fuck, shit, cunt, bollocks, all of the words.
I think we went into a bit of rape as well with Game of Thrones, didn't we? So,
Jesus! Oh no. James asks, I don't know when you want to end this stream. We've been on 3 hours. You know that, right?
is it really?
Yeah, it's almost 11:30.
Well, it'll have to be soon though, so the wife's going to bang in the room in a minute. Probably.
I'll say I'm just gonna call it now. Quarter past. No, what's the time? It's 12:45. I'm gonna say we call it a night.
Okay.
It's almost 11:30. So yeah. Anyway, James asks, did you ever keep your toys in the boxes when you was a kid? No. Toys were to be played with. Like,
This is how it's like the toy collecting. People say, "Why did you open it?" It's like, oh, it's a toy
I,
to play with, and the
I was
best thing is
5.
when you get, yeah, and when you get older. For me, the toys I didn't own as a kid, I can potentially own that as an adult. So I have got a few mint on card, but I still open stuff. I'll show you, for example, these ain't the best. Leonard have released these Predator figures. They're not released over here yet, but they're a tenner each. They're only a tenner,
Yeah,
and
I saw your video. I wanted one.
you know they're all right. So I
So
I open all my stuff. Yeah, why not?
for example, I'm a big fan of pop vinyls, right? I don't collect them as much as I used to because I've got no fucking room. But like, I get them out of the box. People lose their minds, but I've got them out of the box. I don't care.
See, pop vinyls were perfect design because you can, with not obviously, I think it's too generic. Everything's a pop now, but you can take them out of the packaging, put them in the box, and it don't affect the value. That's cool. I've got a guy that I'm buying Sub-Zero and Scorpion and 2 figures I'm missing. I should have paid him today, to be honest. If you got Goro, Goro's a fantastic pop.
I haven't got. I've only got. I've got. Yeah, Sub-Zero and Scorpion.
Quality.
I've got Raiden, but I can't get Raiden. He's behind something. So
I've got my McFarlane's in the background. My Shell Khan there.
I've got a bunch of the Dragon Ball pops, and I've got the Thundercat pops, and I've got the Doom 2016 video game pops. So I've got the Cyber Demon and Doom guy. I
Cool.
think, yeah, I'd say pop vinyls for me are like the perfect little collectible.
Because you can open them. They're perfect packaging. You can open them up,
Yeah,
get them out, put them
put them
back
back
in.
in.
You wouldn't know.
Yeah. I mean,
It's the blister packaging that are really pain in the ass.
I think serious collectors would know. I think personally, but oh well. I've got this. I've got this one that I've kept in the box because I thought it was going to be a big deal, but it just hasn't become a big deal. I got it in the Marvel Collector Core. Do you remember that?
Yeah, yeah.
I used to do that. I did that for a few months. And I got Squirrel Girl in
Yeah,
still in the
she was
box.
supposed to be quite rare, wasn't she?
Yeah, and because I assumed that she might have popped up in Deadpool 2, but she never did. Because I thought, if she pops up in Deadpool 2, then the pop vinyl will just spike in
Yeah,
price,
yeah.
won't it? It's usually what happens, right? But no, so I've still got it there, just sitting there. I'm just like, I'm waiting for you to be worth thousands. Come on, just pray it won't.
I've got some
Probably won't.
signed pops from Ninja Turtles somewhere.
Mm.
I don't know where they are. I don't know where anything is.
The only figures I do have in their packaging is the NECA video game interpretations of like Batman, Freddy Krueger, Predator, and Jason Voorhees.
Oh, you need the robot. I'm gonna find. I'm gonna see if I've still got it. I'm gonna find the RoboCop for you because that's quality. The 8-bit one on fire.
I love the Batman one. He's like purple. He's got all different like shades of purple. He looks awesome. And
Jason
the
was purple, wasn't
yeah, the thing is, the Friday the 13th one I've got is crazy good because my brother bought it for me about maybe 3 Christmases ago. But it is the San Diego exclusive, so it's worth
Cool.
about 200 quid. So I'm like, fuck.
What with all the San Diego stuff? Not necessarily them, but a lot of San Diego stuff you see popping up
So
in B&M.
I've not even opened it either. Like it's like mint.
Yeah, that's quality. It's
Right.
almost like a VHS box, isn't it?
I love it. It's so good. See, I've got those, which I love, and I will never get them out of the box, never, because they're just. But I went through a figure phase where all I bought was figures, but then I ran out of space, so I just stopped.
Yeah.
And like, I've got a bunch of Dragon Ball stuff over there, and yeah, I would buy more, but I just can't. Got no room. No room.
It's never ending.
Anyway,
You can collect forever. Do you know what I mean?
right, I'm going to ask people just to stop with a comment chat now because I just want to do a speed round now just to end this stream. So James says Flintstones is on Blu-ray, awesome.
Cool.
Jason says little do you know I'm walking out with it now. Of course you are, Jason.
TV's gone, mate.
Yeah. And he also says, hello, Mr. Voorhees. I shall back you too. Yeah, of course you will. Yoink. I see Raiden in Rob's room there. Yoink, love Raiden. So he's bagged. He's taking your Raiden already.
You can see the. I mean, what
It's like a Mortal Kombat shrine.
it is.
I see someone did you a nice kite drawing there, Rob. I don't know who did that. Very
Yeah,
nice.
it's amazing. It's like, let's get it. Look at this, beautiful. So I was going to send people art, but I'll end up being like the guy from Superbad and just send everyone dick pictures.
Before we go, I will say this: I do have a 200 subs competition going on to win some of my artwork. So
Cool.
if you're interested, drop a comment or make a video, and then just like let me know via Instagram or Facebook. Because to be honest with you, I haven't really had much engagement with that competition. No one's really kind of entered. I've got a few people, but not many. So
Have you posted it on my page? My pages.
No, I haven't.
I will share that love. We'll share it on the other streams as well.
Cool.
We'll get it out there because it's a good prize. It's one off.
Yeah, just I thought I'd do some art because just yourself and Geordie Paul and other people really enjoyed the subscriber mail. So I thought
It's amazing.
I thought it'd just be different because I don't know what Blu-rays you have. I don't know what Blu-rays Mondo Chillevet Movies has. It's really hard to gauge what they have and don't have because they have massive
Definitely.
collections. So I thought artwork would be a good shout. So yeah, if anyone in the chat wants to enter that competition, it's open to everyone. It is however UK only, but I'm sure most people here are from the UK. I'm sure of it. I think like a good 95% of my audience is UK based, so it's fine.
Yeah.
I forget what Bam is referring to. Bad writing. What were we talking about? I've forgotten. Sorry, Bam. I've forgotten what that is in line with you. I'm sure. Anyway, I've totally forgotten what that is in.
Sorry, yeah,
I can't remember. Jason says Christopher Reeve was the best Superman ever. I think he's good, but I think Henry Cavill is just really good as Superman right now. Personally, I'm just jumping through these. Sorry, Rob.
That's right.
James says, right, guys, I'm off. Thanks for another great live stream. Be back tomorrow with Saturday's daily question. Cool, man, James.
We'll be there with you, mate. Thanks for watching.
Master himself. Yeah, thanks for jumping in, James. Really appreciate it.
All the way through as well.
Paulie says, I like Superman 3 mainly because of Richard Pryor, but what the fuck is Superman Quest for Peace? That should join Cats and 50 Shades of Shit in hell. Yeah, it's pretty bad. I think Superman 3 was the first Superman film I saw, so I've got a bit of a soft spot for that film. It doesn't make sense tonally at all.
No.
It's almost like
it's fun though. It's a fun film.
It's almost like a slapstick comedy in places, you know. And the bit at the end where the robot takes the girl and trains that as a kid that scarred me for life. That we're at the end, mate. We're at the end. Jason, I'm gonna do that Virgin Megastore fart and walk off, so you get the blame. So whilst you're distracted, there was like when Virgin Megastores was replaced, I missed that place. Me and Jason were in the store. I was lining up. He was behind me, and the old lady was behind him. He farted, left the queue. So there's me with an old lady behind me. I look behind, he's gone, and she's like, "You disgusting." So she thought I just like farted in her face, and it wasn't me.
I'll do that to the wife all the time.
Right, yeah. Jason says his missus wants the Joker one. Yep, I understand that Charlotte has entered, so she's in the running. However, she's only got one name in the hat because she did the comment rather than the video. But yeah, that she is in the running though, Jason. Guarantee.
Happy days.
Right, I am off. I have vids to do tomorrow. Take care, guys. Been fun. See you later. Night. Farts all round. Thanks for joining, Jason. For watching. Appreciate it, my friend. And then the last comment of the day is Scott. Off to bed now, guys. Love tonight. Stay safe. Thanks, Scott, for jumping in. Appreciate all the support.
I think this is potentially the longest stream I've ever seen, and it's been like an hour long. It feels like.
And there's been no awkward awkward silences. It's been all just
No.
conversation, which is going to be great.
Solid, and everyone's got involved as well. It's brilliant.
Yeah, it's been great. Yeah, so yeah, everybody, thank you so much for joining the stream. It's been fantastic. Boom, great streaming guy. I will be in touch with the guy. Oh, thanks, Fee. That means so much, man. Appreciate
Legend.
that so much. So yeah, everybody who's joined the stream, thank you so much for the support. It's been so good. Be sure to subscribe to the Bounty of Dun ROBAFETT'S Bounty. Maybe subscribe to me if you haven't, but I'm sure those
this guy's all right. You know, give him some love.
I've did a recent rebrand of the channel, so you can see the crazy image of Jay Zilla, which is now my avatar, which is, I love it.
I see that. It's awesome.
It's brilliant. But yeah, as I said, 200 subscribers competitions on the channel now. Enter if you would like to win some unique artwork from me. That's cool. Everybody's welcome. And see you next Friday for another stream with Mondo Chelovic Movies. As always, I have been Jason. He has been
The Bounty.
And we are out. See you later, guys. Thanks so much.
Take care.